up, you guys, we'll be chatting soon, very soon, with Carly Pearce. She's going to be going on tour with Tim McGraw soon. Yeah, I remember talking to Tim about that earlier last year. So it'll be nice to chat with her a little bit about that and what she looks forward to.
I think she'll have Chris Stapleton with her as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and
that is true.
He is one of my favorite artists. Nobody has a voice like him. I love his music. You know, he has that. He's country, but it's that soulful type of emotion that he brings to his music. I'm looking forward to talking with him.
Okay, and you know what I did spot while we were talking to Fireboy? Victoria Monet skirted by real fast with Hazel in tow. So I'm hoping she comes back so we can chat with her a little bit. She looked beautiful though, wearing a beautiful gold dress. So I'm excited to see that on the fashion cam a little bit later.
Yeah. And right now we have some wonderful looks on the fashion cam. You know, I always wonder, you know, when you are planning to attend these events, especially when you are an artist, when do you start planning your dress? Is it months before? Is it weeks before? How long did you start planning?
I had a stylist, so I don't know how long ago she started planning, but we secured everything over the weekend, and that was what worked. It was more so, I'm shorts. It was like, what dress can I wear and not be tripping over myself?
Just in time.
Just in time. But I'm sure a lot of these artists, you know, a lot of people put specific meaning behind their outfits. I know this is not necessarily under the music category, but we spoke with Coleman Domingo at the Golden Globes, and he mentioned that every little piece of what he'll be wearing this award season for the Oscars, for potentially SAG and other award shows, he's incorporating something of Bayard Rustin's throughout his items and his clothing. And one of those was a ring that he was wearing that was specifically, I believe, from someone that knew Bayard Rustin very closely. And so I love seeing just those little intricate details that these artists, that these creatives put into what they're wearing. It's not just a fabulous outfit. The storytelling continues throughout the fashion.
It means something.
And as we promised, look who is on that screen, Miss Victoria Monet, decked out in gold. Bronze, actually. That is not gold. I need to get my colors correct. But wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful dress. I love just the detail of the ruching that she has, the corset down the middle. We knew she was going to be fabulous. I think gold has been her color. We saw her at the BMAC dinner earlier this week. She was also wearing a sort of bronze. I'm getting bronze and gold mixed up again. But she was wearing a sort of bronze outfit. Maybe it's a little nod to that Grammy. A few of those Grammys she'll be winning tonight.
Let's see. I'm still caught up on your fashion terms. What is it, ruching? What did you say? I'm like, what?
I know things, Gary.
I see. We're going to have to put you on our fashion
I
watch.
read Vogue, you know? Oh, my goodness.
I love it. But yeah, we're hoping Victoria has a good night.
Hi, how's it going? Hello. You got the black memo with us. We did. Tell me, how does it feel tonight being here, being nominated, and especially sharing one of those nominations with Chris Stapleton?
Oh my goodness. I last year found out that Chris Stapleton was going to sing on this song with me the night before I won my first Grammy. So it feels just like a really special night, and to be here recognized at the highest honor with one of my favorite voices of all time. It's crazy.
And I always want to know, what was the story of when you received the information about this nomination? Were you at home? Were you with friends? Who was the first person to call you? Set the scene for me a little bit.
My manager called me. I had like a towel on my head, just got out of the shower. I didn't watch to see the nominations because I didn't want to know. And he just said, hey, Grammy nominee. And you hope and you pray that that's going to happen. So it was amazing.
That is beautiful, and I know that Gary is a big Chris Stapleton fan.
I am, and I'm a Carly Pearce fan. I'm a fan of, it's the Texan in me.
Yes.
But you know, I am curious because a lot of times I think we see upticks in country music when we see economic strife in the country sometimes, and people seem to really relate to those personal lyrics in country music. I'm just curious, what's your take on that?
I think people want to feel relatable to us. I think they want to feel seen. I know for me, the way that I write music, I went through a lot of things in the last few years that I just kind of laid all out there, and I saw the redemption and just being honest and showing people, just because we have a microphone and we wear pretty dresses and fake hair doesn't mean that we aren't having the same human experience that you are. So I think people just want to feel seen.
I know for a long time in country music, women were fighting to be heard equally. And this year, at least as a whole in the Grammys, this is the women-dominated Grammys. So can you feel it? I mean, when you are talking with other execs or even other artists, are you feeling like there's been a shift as far as women in music?
For sure. I had my first single out about 7 years ago, and it is a completely different landscape. And I always kind of took an optimistic stance on the whole conversation about women in the music industry, because I really felt like if we just really buckled down and worked on our art, that we were going to rise up. And I think you're seeing it. There's a lot of good women out here right now.
And we definitely are seeing
one of them,
right? Yeah. You are amazing. I'm excited for that Tim McGraw tour that's coming up soon. Yeah.
Me too. It's so exciting.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and good luck. We'll be watching. Thank you.
Oh, let me not move out of the way because we got another interview. Hello. One of the best musical geniuses standing in front of us.
Come
yes.
on, that's very kind. Thank
the
you.
way that you're able to mix everything. I've seen some of the action,
I appreciate that
and
very much.
it is amazing. But tell me, how does it feel being here today at the Grammys, and especially even knowing that they've added, engineering categories and acknowledging people behind the scenes?
Yeah, I mean, always surreal, always a ton of crazy people. You have to keep your eye out and your ear out. Think, oh my God, and it's just a wild social occasion. I think this is my 6th time here, so I've kind of learned how to deal with the overwhelm a little bit. But it's always surreal, and always an honor to be nominated. And I'm performing this year with Joni Mitchell, playing piano for her, and that's just an obscene honor. Like, I can't put it into words, and always to be to stand alongside my peers feels amazing. It feels important. So I'm really, really happy to be here.
I love it. And tell me about the process of preparing to perform with Joni Mitchell. What went into that, and can you give us a few hints of what that performance will look like?
Yeah. So the trick with the Grammys is to be as present as possible, because it's like so easy not to be. You're like dazzled on all sides. So it's just about being like, hey, I'm at the piano today, and there's Joni Mitchell, and oh, there's the Staples. You know what I mean? So it's a funny feeling, but for me, it's just about, like, as an accompanist, which I am today, really. I'm just watching, listening, absorbing, being a part of the conversation with Joni, and her phrasing is so unique and so special, and the way she'll hear a gap, or you leave the right gap, then she'll fill it, and just seeing that dialogue and being part of that kind of infrastructure is so profound, really, really special.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Well, lastly, can you just tell me about this outfit? I think you win for most colorful this year, and
yeah.
I'm loving it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm always a huge fan of color, and pink especially this year for whatever reason. This outfit is made by a company called OTT. They're amazing, and it is a bit OTT, to be honest. And they actually they cut a bunch of scraps from previous outfits that no longer exist, and they forged them together into like compound outfits. So I'm a huge fan of like sustainable fashion, and so it just feels like a nice thing to rock,
Well, you're definitely rocking it.
Yeah,
I appreciate that very much.
Sustainable
Good luck
fashion,
tonight.
right?
That's
Thank you so much. We can't wait to see the performance. Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh my, he wins so far for best outfit of the night. I don't have any fashion terms for you to refer to.
Okay.
He did throw sustainability in there though, so that's two for two. Ruching and
And we have the
sustainability.
War and
Hello.
Y'all look
Best
great.
new artist.
Y'all look great.
Best new
I
artist.
love the colors.
I love it.
We're in the right spot.
You are in the right spot. You are the perfect contrast to our black outfits, to the color over
it's
here.
like y'all are our shadows. Like, that's super cool.
We're the treaty today.
Oh.
So we are officially unofficial part of the group.
You're unofficially a part of the group.
That's the the and that's the
That's
and.
it.
I
Yeah,
love
we're
it.
the amber stand.
We'll be at the next concert performing with you all.
So how does it feel, Best New Artist nominees? I mean, it's been a crazy year.
Oh, go ahead, baby.
Smile on my face. I mean, do I have to say anything? Sometimes the smile speaks and says it all. I'm just so overwhelmed and so excited. Just,
And how is? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
What she said.
That's not what she said.
You said I'm dead. You said your turn. I want to know, going into the Grammys this week, what were some of those pre-Grammy events like for you? I know you performed at the Spotify one this week as well.
Yeah, we did the Spotify one. We did another panel for Spotify. We honored John Bon Jovi at the Music Cares. He's the Person of the Year for 2024. And that was wild, because we were here in 2020 sitting way in the back as spectators watching everyone honor Aerosmith. And then last night I had the privilege and the honor to honor Clive Davis at the party. with my buddy Josh Groban, and so that felt 50% because it was just me. I didn't have the true talent, the better version of the War and Treaty. She was a date.
I was a date. We hadn't gone on a date.
The
in 2
finest
years.
date ever.
I was arm candy last night. I was like, yes, I'm arm
You
candy.
was arm candy, arm dinner, arm lunch, arm breakfast.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
And what does it mean for you guys to kind of go on this journey together? You know what I mean? And to continue to work and then receive accolades together.
You know, we said this morning. Michael sent me a message, and I actually did a post on it because sometimes you just have to slow down long enough and experience every moment. And I said we'll be at another award show holding hands, thanking God for the opportunity amongst our peers. So this journey has been, I mean, it leaves you speechless when you look at your partner every day and you know what you all have accomplished together and what you all both had to go through to get here. So it's been amazing.
I will say this much. I'm reminded every day that it is an honor and a privilege to be married to Tanya. I wanted her this morning to know from me that I'm focused on her journey. You know, although we're a duo and we're husband and wife, we share everything, but this is one of those moments to where I want her to know that I'm solely thinking about her and all her ups and downs, her hills and valleys, her highs and lows, her dips and all in between. And I'm like, baby, look at you now. Boom!
I think we feel the same way. We're fans of each other.
No, it's over.
No.
Too late.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Drop. Bam! Next question. Let's roll.
I mean, that's what it is. You know, we overdo how fans we are. I'm standing up, videotaping him last night. People are telling me to sit down. I love how that felt. It was like, sit down. I'm trying to sit
That's my man. That's my man.
Yeah, exactly.
I said it first. Let it be known it was me that did all this first. She came behind and started talking all this stuff. So, bam, mic drop.
No, we love it. We love it. Congratulations and good luck again tonight.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
So nice to chat with you all. Thank you. Oh, they're so fun.
That was super
I love
cute.
them.
I love that.
We spoke with them at the Emmys as well, and they're just balls of joy. I love it. Just radiating energy throughout the
And
world.
it's good to have your partner and to then, accomplish certain things.
Exactly.
Getting to experience it with them. I mean, I think it's really
And
cool.
that's very rare to see that, especially in duos and, romantically coupled duos as
And
well.
you can see, they really root for themselves, which I
Yeah.
think is, important. He's cheering her on, she's cheering him on. They both want each other to win, so you can't beat that.
You really can. And outside of the War and Treaty, do you have a favorite duo of either of the past or present that you listen to?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know if I have a favorite duo. Do you?
Yeah. I don't know favorite, but the one that's coming to my head, because I knew you were going to ask this question back to me, is Billie Eilish and Finneas. I think they always
make some great
continuously
music,
put
yeah.
out some good hits, and you never go wrong. Billie always just hits you in the soul a little bit with her music.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who are some of my favorite duos? I listen to a lot of rap duos.
That's a duo.
That's a different kind of turn up. But yeah, I think that in order to be in a group, I think you have to be able to really work together. You have to be able to give criticism, take criticism. We see so many groups break up and duos break up that when you see one that's still together, I mean, you just got to kind of tip your hat to them.
Exactly, because it's tough out here in the music industry.
It really
and
is.
One of the great things, pivoting back to the Grammys, one of the great things is that they are acknowledging 3 new categories this year. And what is it? Best Alternative Jazz category, Best Pop Dance, and what's the third one, Gary?
Well, we'll get to that.
We'll
but
get
right
right
now
back
we
to
have
it.
a special
Oh,
guest.
look who is here. Noah Kahan himself.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
How's
you?
it going?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing well, doing well.
Honored to be here. Oh, you got to hold the mic. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't get a mic. Fine. That is an awesome suit. You guys look amazing.
Thank you.
you.
You look amazing.
Thank you
So
so much.
what went into the decision to go all black tonight?
I don't know. I think that we wanted to go for something that felt like classic and elegant. I have a stylist. I don't make any of these decisions. They were just like, throw this on him. But I think it looks good. I feel good. I've never had a suit that fits in my entire life. I've been to 3 weddings and I used my friend's dad's suit. So this is a big step up. I feel good. I got my mom here with me. She's taking a little break. But we're just happy to get a chance to play dress up and go out to the red carpet together. It's pretty cool.
I
mean,
love
when
that.
you're nominated for Best New Artist, you definitely have to get a new suit, which is what you did. So just tell me what that feels like, all the attention this year, you've been nominated for one of really the premier categories of the award tonight.
I only had so many dreams, and they've all come true this year. And you know, when you're surpassing your wildest expectations, you're kind of just floating and trying to take every day as it comes. I don't take anything for granted. I feel every single part of this that I can, the good and the bad, and this is a really good one. So I'm happy to be here.
Love that. And you and Gracie Abrams are both under this category. Was there any kind of joking about any rivalry between you two when the nominations came out?
Quite the opposite. I think we both said if you don't win, we'll boycott. So you know, we're both rooting for each other. I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for everybody. You know, there's not a single artist in this category that I wouldn't want to see win. And so I'm hoping that whoever wins enjoys it because they deserve it.
And do you feel that knowing, you know, that now you've been nominated, this will influence the way that you approach your music moving forward, or is this almost just a milestone that's a nice check it in the career box?
I think it's important to let the things that happen in your life influence your life, but I think it's important to not let them have too much influence. Songwriting is about trying to go back, and so I always try to go back when I write a song. I don't look forward, I look backwards, and I look about how to make my 8-year-old self happy. You know, what would he want to hear? What would he listen to? And I try to make the person that started writing songs happy, and it's always going backwards for me. So things definitely influence it, and I try not to let it get myself lost in the clouds or whatever. But I try to remember that there's a place of grounding that I started this in, and I try to return there.
Oh,
You know, one of the things that I appreciate the most is, your, being comfortable enough to just speak about mental health and all of your fans who've really attached themselves to you because they've dealt with the same thing. So, why is that important for you to speak about that?
You know, like I said, my mom's here, and my mom and my dad always offered me a tremendous opportunity to talk about my mental health, to go to therapy, to take medication. I was privileged and lucky to have that growing up, and I recognize how rare that is. There are so many folks out there that don't have that outlet, don't have that resource, and if I could shed light on a problem that brings a lot of stigma, it's the least I could do, and it's my greatest priority is to kind of reduce the stigma around mental health and hope that it reaches someone out there that doesn't know how to ask for it yet.
Very beautifully said. And yeah, we need more artists speaking out about these issues. Thank you so much, and
Congratulations
good luck tonight.
again. Yeah,
Thank you
good
so
luck.
much. I appreciate the thoughtful questions. Thank you guys.
You.
All right.
Oh, he is
he was
great.
really, really
I
cool. That was
constantly
really
have,
nice.
forgive me fans if I get the title of the song wrong, but Sixth Season has been stuck in my head many, many days, many nights. I catch myself humming along to it. I won't sing it for you all because that's not my gift. But yeah, I love that he speaks out about mental health. It's definitely something in our generation that's needed, and something that I've noticed people being more open about on social media. And right back again, y'all. We have Victoria Monet is walking by on the carpet. She is looking stunning, making her way back down for interviews most likely. But let's take a look at the fashion cam for a hot second. It is truly the night of bronze and gold colors as people celebrate their awards today. Hello.
How are you?
Look at you. Look at this outfit. Thank you.
Good to see you too.
Tell us a little bit about the look today, because I know there's a story here.
There's a story, of course. There's always a story. So this is Shavar Avnet. I absolutely love her work. Her work is stunning, very whimsical. My goal, we're out on tour right now, and I was like, I want to wear something that feels like the tour. It's called the Kaleidoscope Tour, and this is just like, when you look into a kaleidoscope, you get lost inside a world of wonder and excitement and color, and so this is that celebration.
Oh, I love that. That is needed. And also, with the Kaleidoscope Tour, tell me, what has been one of your favorite moments? I know you've been going from city to city, but what's been that standout?
Oh, wow. Well, the people. I get all these little kids that make these bracelets, and it's just the sweetest thing. They throw them up on the stage, and so I thought, how fun would it be if they saw the bracelets on the Grammy red carpet? Like, how cool is that? Yeah, the kids, all the people in the crowd, the stories. We had this one little girl come up and do a dance. Like, I just saw her in the crowd, and she was so free and so alive. And I was like, we got to get that little girl up on stage. Mm-hmm. So we brought her up on stage, and she had just been adopted.
Oh, wow.
She's like, I've been through a lot in life. This means so much. She was 11 years old. And those are the moments I absolutely live for. It's why I make music. It's what brings the world together and reminds people this is a good place. There are good people in the world. Even with everything that's going on, we can't actually lean on each other despite what the world tries to tell us, you know? And it's moments like that that remind us.
One of the things that I love about you is you're nominated for Best Contemporary Christian Album.
Yes.
And is that you make Christian music fun, right? I think sometimes there's a stigma around religious music that a lot of it is sad and gloomy. You're fun and you make your music fun. So how important is it to kind of is it important that you make your music fun to kind of reach a larger audience?
Oh yeah, I think it's very vital. I mean, everybody wants hope, even if they don't know it, you know, everybody wants to feel hope and feel like, okay, I can get through the next day. There's something that is moving me along, you know, and that's what making music is for me. Every time I go and sit in the studio, it's like, how many people can we love on? How many people can experience maybe joy for the first time, hope for the first time, perseverance for the first time, whatever that looks like. Like, how can I pour that into my music? And working with incredible, talented musicians, and Mike Elizondo, my producer, it's been just such a fun ride.
I love that.
That is awesome.
That's so beautiful to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck tonight. It's always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you so much. Good to meet you.
Lauren Daigle,
Lauren
everyone.
Daigle.
She is so great. Oh my goodness, we love chatting with Lauren. Oh, but let's pivot over to the fashion cam. This family, they came out, they were ready.
I love the
they
coordination.
said we're going to the Grammys.
Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And that's a memory that child is literally going to remember forever. And even if now he's like, oh, it's a lot of people, and I don't know how the child feels, but you know, I know looking back in this years from now, they're going to be like, that's so cool that my mom and dad brought me to the Grammys. It's pretty awesome.
Do you think, would you match with your kid if you came to the Grammys?
I think I would. I think I would match with it. Yeah. You know, it's a lasting memory that's going to be forever.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's so beautiful. I know I bring her up again. She's a favorite. Victoria Monet and Hazel were both in bronze, and so I'm glad they also chose.
I'd have my son in some sparkles like me.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to give him a shout out. Hi, Valor, who's probably watching now. He thinks I'm so cool because I'm on YouTube. Not because I'm at the Grammys, not because of my job, because he can see me on YouTube. So I guess that's nowadays, you know, if you're on TikTok or YouTube, you're cool to your parents.
You're cool, right? And look who it is.
Speaking of cool.
Oh my goodness.
The coolest. How are you?
My favorite.
Speaking of cool, look at this outfit, you guys.
Thank you.
No, you are killing it, and you've been killing it. So you are nominated for Song of the Year, and I'm just wondering, how awesome is that to know that millions around, you make the world dance.
Oh, well, that's what I aim to do, you know? That's what I set out, that's my goal, my mission is just to keep you dancing. So, great. That's exactly what I'm here to do.
I love it. And I have to ask you as well, do it, because Service 95 is one of my favorites.
Oh
also,
my
the
gosh.
podcast that you
She's
have.
been talking about it a lot
I
this
have
weekend.
been. I have been interviewing everyone. I want to ask you, because we do this all the time, but what is it like for you being on the other side of the mic and talking to some of these legends?
Scary. You know, you guys seem very comfortable with it. For me, I don't know, you know, I'm sure so much prep goes into what you guys do every day, but for me, because I'm not used to it, I have to sit and like watch all the documentaries and read all the interviews and listen to their other podcasts and think about, you know, how I can maybe ask things differently. So I'm like, I think because I feel so unsure of myself in it, I go overboard in like the prep and stuff. But I'm really grateful because I have really beautiful, interesting, exciting conversations that just can like really move me and shift my perspective, and I absolutely love it.
No,
Yeah.
you do a great job. And I think sometimes people think we just get up here and ask questions, like anybody can do it, but like you said.
It's not easy. So much prep goes into it. And for you guys, it's even more, I mean, you're professionals, so I don't even want to say anything, but there's like so many people, and someone could just come to you on the fly and you just have to like ask them something about themselves. And it's scary.
Next year we're having.
If I was in your shoes, I'd be scared too. You guys seem so calm and level-headed and chill, and I love this.
That's very sweet. And I have to ask you as well, Dua, tell us the story behind the look today, the necklace.
The necklace is beautiful.
I know there's a story here, because I know you do a story with the hair for every album.
Thank you. I mean, this is a custom Courage look, and the jewelry is Tiffany's. It's from the 2023 Blue Book collection, and it just makes me feel really strong and powerful, and that's the energy that I'm bringing in tonight.
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
Well, lastly, I'm just curious, you know, because you do make the world dance, like, does it get old when you are in a car driving by and somebody's blasting your music and
Never. It never gets old. Because when I put my music out, I never listen to it ever again, unless I'm prepping for my tour or, you know, or it's same for a music video. Like, I would watch it up until the point it comes out, and then when it comes out, I never watch it again. And it's the same with like the music. It's like I listen to it up until the point all the mixes are done, everything's finished, then it goes out into the world, and then I never listen to it. So when I hear it on the radio, or if I hear it when somebody's like driving past or whatever, I get so excited because I'm like, oh, I'm seeing it and hearing it in the real world. So it feels special.
Oh, that is
Well,
beautiful.
then I just have one more question because we have to have you here. I know you have to go, but obviously women have dominated this year in music,
Yeah.
including yourself. We haven't always seen that. So what's it like to see so many women dominating? And also, what's it like seeing women, what would a woman-dominated music industry look like in the future?
Well, first of all, I think it's just wonderful to see so many women at the top, and so many incredible women nominated. And I don't know, I think what we want is just, you know, an equal space in the industry, and to be seen equally on equal levels, not just on the creative side, but on the business side. So hopefully just like the equality in the industry will kind of level things out a little. I think we're still kind of figuring that part out, but it's we're getting there, slowly. Baby steps.
Slowly but surely, definitely.
Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations.
You guys are perfect interviewers.
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you.
I'm going to take notes.
Feel free to invite us on the podcast.
Okay. We'll have you here next year hosting. Oh my goodness, I love Dua, and another amazing producer
Yeah.
over here
A
walking this
super
way.
producer.
Super producer
Hey boy,
over
how are
here.
you, sir?
Hello. And who is your guest with you
This is
today?
C3, this is my son right here.
Oh, hello.
How are you, son?
At the Grammys.
And fitted perfectly. I
Yeah.
love it. Tell me, how does it feel being here, especially seeing, you know, the producer category, knowing just all of the amazing careers that you've essentially helped to succeed over the last few years?
I mean, it feels great, you know what I mean? Congrats to all the nominees. You know, we're going to see how it go tonight. I'm excited, you know what I mean? For sure.
And one thing I recently read an interview that you did with us here at AP where you talked about how your bar for success isn't necessarily award shows. It's more so within the community and how your music is
Right.
accepted there. Can you talk a little bit about that?
No, for sure. Even just being here right now, like regardless if I win or not, got my son, my pops just touched down from prison 9 months ago. Now he, you know what I mean, on the red carpet, so it's already a W.
And could you see more artists almost taking taking initiative in terms of how their music is put out into the world outside of streaming? Because I know you said you're also giving out
exactly,
physical
yeah.
CDs,
We
right?
put out my dad's album, The Truth Is in My Eyes, and did great with it. And I just dropped another album with La Russell, and that's completely no DSPs or anything yet. You know what I mean? It's just a great feeling, like to really empower yourself.
I love La Russell, so I actually need to listen to that.
So yeah, you should. Him and my dad got a crazy song out right now. With a video.
Oh, amazing,
And
amazing.
I love it's a family affair.
Full family affair. Now tell us about, because I know you both have, you've got the denim with the white stripes on. Is there a story there?
We just kind of wanted to be in the same world without being too matchy. You know, we all got bonsai on, and they showed love, sent us pieces, so it's great.
Amazing. Well, thank you all so much. Thank you.
One
Go
more
ahead.
quick question. Yeah, you know, obviously we know about your work with Nas. It's been, you know, just some of his best work in years, and fans feel like that. How would you describe kind of giving the fans kind of a different look on Nas, because he was already a legend?
I mean, I don't know if it's really a different look, you know, it's just more so I just came in and I was excited to work, you know what I mean? And that was the difference maker. That's how we was able to get 80 songs in 3 years just off of enthusiasm and, you know, really wanting to get the work done.
Well, you definitely did that, and obviously it shows with the nominations. Congratulations on a big couple of years.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. I need to listen to that new album with La Russell.
No, Hit
I
Boy and
love
Nas,
it.
that is the perfect combination. Like, you know, and a lot of younger fans who weren't aware of Nas's greatness have now learned about it through Hit Boy. I mean, their albums, King Disease, I think 1, 2, and I think it's 3 of them. Really, really, really good.
Oh,
so
man.
you gotta check it out.
I'm excited. We got to talk to Dua, then Hit Boy. Dua is a milestone interview for me, so that was very beautiful.
And it's rare that you have somebody like, you know how hard it is to make the world dance?
Oh,
and then you have one of the top artists in the world who literally, that's her goal. She wants to make the world dance, and that's what she's doing. I think that's pretty incredible.
And one thing about her, she continues to evolve throughout her music. I mean, I've been a fan since like 2018, and so just seeing her, I saw her perform at, I believe it was UC San Diego.
Wow.
You know, just a small little performance. She was still fresh, still newer to like the mainstream audiences, and seeing that career just completely skyrocket has been so beautiful, and I am at every tour. I am there supporting Miss Dua Lipa. I am there listening to that podcast.
And she's just likable.
She is
you
so
know what
likable.
I mean? Like, she's likable, and I think that's one of the cool things. You know, obviously artists are talented. We love them for their talent, but we just had a really fun conversation with her, and the fact that she even acknowledged, hey, what you guys do is not easy. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of research that goes into it. And I think right now we live in a space where social media is so rampant that, you know, people feel like they can just pick up a microphone and that it's easy to ask questions.
Yeah.
And so for one of the world's biggest artists to acknowledge that a lot of research goes into it, and she thinks we do a great job.
Oh, I know. I was like,
it's
you
really,
mean
really
it?
cool. Right. All right, thank you for the compliment.
Thank you. No, one of the best compliments we could ever get. And look at some of the amazing looks that we have. I mean, Dua had that beautiful silver, and look at this red right here. I wish I would have worn red today, because that is a beautifully striking color. And then I've been noticing more of like 3D. There's more 3D just architecture almost pieces that are attached to people's outfits, or hardware I should say. And so it's been really great to see just that evolution in red carpet fashion. And I know we have quite a few people on this live here on the beautiful AP News YouTube channel.
Yeah, so shout out to all 18,000 of you that are watching right now. Tell your friends and your family to pull it up so we can have some more viewers as well. But we definitely appreciate you guys.
The more the merrier. It's a party here. You know?
It is a party.
We're celebrating tonight.
It's music's biggest night.
We are metaphorically popping champagne over here.
Music royalty right here.
Hello.
Mr. Verdine White from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Nice
How are you?
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Happy Sunday, happy Grammy Day.
Happy Sunday, happy Grammy Day. I mean, I guess I should ask, you've been here so many times. Does this ever get old?
No. And don't forget, as I said earlier, this is the first time we've had a really good Grammy in 4 years.
Wow.
Because of COVID, right? We were kind of on Zoom, and not as many people came, but this year traffic is packed. You know, it's great. You know, you can't find parking. That's the way you like it, you know?
That's when you know it's a good party, when you can't find parking.
Hi, nice to meet you,
Nice to
Raina.
meet you too. So what's it like joining your granddad on the carpet today?
Oh, it's amazing. I go with my grandfather everywhere. I love him. So he's my inspiration, my mentor. So to be here with him just means the world to me.
And I get some cool points this week.
Yeah.
I get cool points. Yeah.
He's a cool grandfather. He's not your average.
I get cool points, yeah.
I mean, not every grandfather takes you to the Grammys, right? So.
So, I mean, obviously you guys, Earth, Wind & Fire has been around so long. Does it surprise you now that the music has lasted this long? There are little kids right now in elementary school that can sing Earth, Wind & Fire songs.
Well, the parents are turning them on to us, you know, and not a lot of the younger generation, which she already sort of knew, you know, because she lived with it. They're now discovering us, and through COVID, everybody did a deeper dive on Earth, Wind & Fire. You know what I mean? And they picked up tunes that were not really big hits, but they just love the music. And don't forget, we're in Trolls, and we've done Minions and animation, so a lot of the younger kids discovered us through animation movies too. Yeah.
My son, I have a 7-year-old in 2nd grade. He's a big Minions fan.
Right.
So he was singing that song.
Right.
And of course, he's like, Dad, put it on my playlist now.
Right.
So yeah.
I did Minions with Diana Ross, and so a lot of the younger people, our music is translated to all different genres, you know, and ages, you know. And when we do our concerts, it's like 5 generations of different ages and colors and everything.
Oh yeah, I saw you all at the Hollywood Bowl a few years ago,
us
and
at
that
the Bowl?
was
Yeah.
I mean, that concert was fully multi-generational. Just seeing everybody get up and dance.
Right, and they knew all the words, and a lot of them weren't even born, you know, and they were discovering for the first time. And the Bowl is the best place to play.
Oh, one of the best. And tell me, what is it like when you are, you know, stepping back on stage and playing some of those songs that you wrote years and years and years ago?
You know, it's a privilege, because when you first start, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know you're going to be around a long time. But then as the years go on, you say, wow, we did something pretty good. And they still like it, you know? Yeah, you know?
Well, you know, obviously music has changed so much
Yep.
from when you guys, technology has changed.
Right.
You know, how important is it, you know, for your team to use social media to, you know, help with your music? Not that it needs it.
Oh, you have to do social media. It is the way we communicate. You know, we're on our phones. We find out on our phones before I'm from the television generation, so, and you all are from the phone, so the phones do it right there, and she's on the phone. You know what I mean? And but social media, what it's done for us, it's connected us faster. So I think it's a great thing. You know?
Well,
Thank you
so much for
Yeah, such an honor to chat with you.
And
Thank you. Let them leave that jacket, play.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
And my daughter was born on the 21st of September, so
Okay.
that's a special song.
All right,
for us.
okay, all right, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So nice to meet you. Oh, that is beautiful.
That was fun. I mean, talking to a living legend,
It only happens here at the Grammys, Gary.
and they're all in the same place. That's what's so cool about it. Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing, is you have everybody from the newer artists to those who have truly influenced many, many generations
Many
here.
generations, and they're still continuing to influence generations. Yeah.
And I mean, back again, I'm gonna always pivot back to the fashion a little bit. We've got beautiful silver over here. So honestly, my silver, gold, and bronze observation of the night is fully complete now. I hadn't seen a silver look yet, so I'm happy to see that. The reds, the pinks are out. Barbie pink is still the color on the runway, on the red carpet. We are seeing it. We are seeing it truly everywhere. And again, with the 3D, the architecture, the hardware. I mean, here we have this beautiful blazer dress. With
that's Miss
these
Yolanda
beautiful 3D
Adams.
roses.
Yeah.
Yes, look at her.
Miss Yolanda Adams,
My
Gospel's
goodness.
finest. Yeah.
And you know that she was going to pull out some of the best looks. And she also has little hints of silver mixed in there to bring it all back around.
There you go.
We love it. We love celebratory colors throughout here. I still can't believe that we just spoke to a member of Earth, Wind & Fire.
I mean,
I'm
again,
still
like you said,
a little starstruck there. A little
it only
starstruck.
happens at the Grammys, like you said.
Truly only happens at the Grammys. And Gary, I have to ask you, did you have a best album of the year this year?
Ooh, I mean, again, SOS was on repeat. I mean, and I'm an R&B head. It was such a great album from, like we talked about, top to bottom. Like, and then obviously Victoria Monet had a wonderful album. Like, I think Taylor Swift, they really did a good job of really highlighting, some of the best work this year.
Yeah, no, truly I agree. And SOS, I got to throw that in there. I agree with you. Was the best, in my opinion, the best album of the year. So I'm glad it's getting the recognition it deserves. And look at our favorite Dua Lipa back on the fashion cam over here, strutting her stuff, working those angles. But right in front of us is a legend. Hello, how's it going?
Going good, thank you.
Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Mr. Babyface, of course, 3 nominations tonight. You have like 1 million nominations, so when you hear that you're nominated, do you ever get surprised again? Does it ever get old?
No, it was nice to get a nomination again. It's always nice to get that. I don't walk around expecting to get it. And just to be doing it this many years and still get it, that's a blessing in itself.
Well, I walk around expecting you to get it. So.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And we spoke to Amaray earlier this year, and she talked about how amazing her session was with you, just in terms of how collaborative it was. And you've uplifted so many women in the music industry. What does it mean to you seeing, the Grammys representing more women, specifically in R&B this year?
Well, this seems to be the year of the woman, no question. But I think it's great, and I love Amaray as well. She's so talented, and I learned from them as we're all in the studio and working with Coco, working with Victoria Monet. There are just things about that working with SZA. All of these girls have their own thing, and they have their own independence, so to say, at this point. So it's a great thing to see.
And when we see SZA and Victoria Monet, leading the most nominations this year, what does it mean specifically that they're R&B artists who have, so many nominations?
Yeah, I think it's shining a light that it's not just R&B artists, it's more popular than that. Back in the 90s, R&B used to be pop music. They used to consider pop music as well. And so it's hard for me to just say R&B because I think it's more popular than that, obviously. So I think they're just proving that everybody's watching and everybody's listening and they're making a stand.
I love that.
Definitely. It's been so great to see. SZA's one of my favorites, and so I'm super excited for this year. And I also have to ask you, because we've seen a little bit of incorporations of AI coming into the music industry, and I wanted to ask, do you have an opinion on how people, mix it in and what's ethical and what's not in terms of it being a part of the industry?
Yeah, I think it's a tricky line there. It's a gray area. You have to be really careful because at some point it's taking advantage of artists, and I think ultimately it comes down whatever artist you're copying, then they should have a piece of that. Always, from the get-go, and maybe all of it.
Well, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to a living legend. I know you like to downplay it, but this is a living legend who's written so many of our favorite songs, so it's always so cool to talk to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, man. Once again, only at the Grammys, chatting with Babyface. Wow. And I just love... I remember, was it last year we spoke to Ella May, and she talked about how you actually let her know. I remember that from the live.
Because I just did a story on Babyface.
That it was after Chance Babyface that's what led him to make that women-led album. And so I love that he's pioneering so many amazing women-identifying artists in a male-dominated industry. It's definitely needed. And speaking of amazing women in the music industry, Miss Coco Jones. Hello.
How are you doing?
Tell us about the fit today.
Yes, this is a beautiful gown. I actually tried it on, no alterations. That's how I knew. That's how I knew.
That's how you knew. I love it. And that's how you know you might be winning tonight. That's the universe is lining things up for you already.
I agree and I accept. Thank you, Lord. Help me.
Now, what a difference a year makes, because we had you at this very same spot last year, and we were talking about Bel Air, how everybody loved it, and apparently you were going to, try your hand at this music thing, and you were just starting out. We were going to see where it went, and now 5 nominations later, you are at the Grammys. How does that feel?
It's so funny because I sang before I acted, and acting is what caught on first. So to have my show debut at the same time as my first adult EP was really like a full circle moment of all my childhood dreams coming into fruition. And I'm honoring my younger self today. I loved glitter. It always made me feel so confident on stage. And I wanted to give my inner child that recognition that I really have come a long way today.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Did you feel the shift throughout the year of like just the momentum building and building, or was it a slow burn for you?
You know, I think it's a slow burn to me because I'm very detail oriented. I'm very obsessed. I want it to be a certain way. That's how I've always been, and it never works out that way. So to me, it's a slow burn that I really needed, you know, to really learn and educate myself and to stay in the moment, because I feel like if things happen too fast, you kind of lose the gratitude.
You gotta sit in it, right, in order to enjoy it fully. Well, thank you so much, Coco. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh my, she is so great. And you guys, we're gonna bring Liam back up because he's got a really great interview coming up with Miss Paris Jackson. We're gonna step out of the way.
It's been ages. Come on in. Miss Paris Jackson. Welcome to the party. No stranger to red carpets, are you?
No.
You like it?
Yeah, you know, I like it because it's usually very condensed and it's very short. And the time spent away from my dogs is not that long. So.
How many dogs you got? 2 names?
Koa and Ozzy.
Oh, cute. I think I've seen them on your Instagram. I think I've seen you on your IG. Now, Paris, your musical journey is amazing. I mean, I feel like I was listening to your music. I was just on your Spotify page, and you're so diverse with your different sounds. Obviously, you had the Wildflowers, and now you're by yourself doing your own solo tracks. I mean, where does that sound come from? Where did you discover your love for that sound in particular, and what genre would you say that is?
Well, it always starts folk on the guitar, and then depends on what producer I'm working with, what they inspire in me. The woman I've been working with lately, Linda, we speak the same language when it comes to 90s grunge and rock, and it's fun and it's loud, and like I will never get tired of singing super sad songs, just me and my guitar. I also really like making the audience headbang.
Right. No, exactly. What do you prefer? Are you on stage, or are you in your bedroom creating a song type of gal? Like, where do you prefer to be?
It's so strange because there's so many different parts of music that I love, all equally and for different reasons. Kind of like when people say like they have children that they love for different reasons, or like dogs. Making music in the studio, writing it in my bedroom, hanging out with my band in the Sprinter van, being on stage. I love it all for just different reasons, and so much equally.
And how does the creation start for you? You say it's you on the guitar. Is it a little melody that you're coming up with? Is there a lyric that pops into your head and you're like, I want to find a melody with this? Like, what's the process there?
Sometimes it's like I'll get a one line for something, or like a double line that rhymes, and I'm like, okay, let me write that down. Usually when I'm like in the car, so I'll like get it down, and then once I get home, guitar, chord progression, then a melody will start, and then I find a way to write lyrics that fit the original line that I came up with.
And I've seen you live before. I saw you at I think it was Hotel Cafe, or a smallish kind of venue.
Probably Hotel Cafe.
Yeah, that would make sense,
yeah,
right?
I love that venue.
Oh, it's gorgeous. So do you prefer the small, intimate vibe where you can kind of see everyone's eyes, see everyone's faces, or do you prefer when you're at a festival or something like that where you just got to see a people?
See, that's the thing. I can't decide between. I love being alone with the guitar and just quiet, intimate Hotel Cafe. I also love being on stage at Bonnaroo and Bottle Rock and screaming super, super loud. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. Are you the type of person that feels energy? Because that's me. Like, I can feel people's energy quite well. When someone walks up to me, I know what their kind of vibe is and their presence is. Are you similar, like in that way?
I think we all are. Some people just turn it off. I think it is a very human thing to be sensitive to energy.
I agree. And where's this journey taking you, Paris? Because it's only just beginning, I feel. Like, where do you want this to go? What is your trajectory?
I've kind of given my self-will up. It's just whatever the universe wants for me, go with the flow, and just keep like creating. If I'm creating, I'm happy. So.
Where's the craziest place an idea has popped into your head? Like, have you been like, because people have been talking about how they'll be sleeping and then they'll wake up and suddenly have to put something in their notes app. Like, have you had a moment like that where a great idea has come and then it's turned into something that's ended up on an EP or an album?
Yeah, on just in the green room, or like, yeah, it was a green room for this movie that I was shooting out in Atlanta a couple months ago. And it just hit me, and my co-star had his guitar, and just came up with something.
And you're a mixed bag, Miss Paris. You're a mixed bag of talents. You've done the modeling, you've done the music. I've seen you on screen, you've done acting. Are you just like, whenever a good opportunity comes, you take it? Like, how do you choose what project you kind of want to work on?
Whatever feels right. I mean, I put up some shells yesterday. It was my first time setting anchors in a wall. It's just, I'm down to try anything, you know.
And you're doing it so well. So nice to see you. Have the most amazing time, and good luck with it.
Thank you.
Good. Be safe. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Jazzy. Blown away.
Lecrae just won 2 Grammys. Just one.
Where you want me? Okay.
Well, that was a great interview that Liam had with Paris Jackson, but we have a great interview right in front of us over here. Hello. How's it going?
All is well. How are you?
Doing well. I mean, you got the yellow going on today.
We want to bring the sun in the building if the sun's not outside the building.
I love it. That is definitely needed. And tell me, how does it feel being here and once again just celebrating all of these amazing artists and also celebrating yourself?
Honestly, it's an honor and a blessing just to be able to be in the industry this long, to be able to be authentically myself and to be respected for it. Everybody has a story to tell, and I feel like I'm telling the greatest story ever told. But to be able to be respected, to be able to take home such a prestigious award is a big deal.
Now, you really wear your faith on your sleeve, literally. So, and I love your music. You do great work. Can you talk about the challenges of being authentically yourself in an industry that may not necessarily always agree with the things that you have to say or the beliefs that you have?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because labels oftentimes do a good job of reducing the amount of confusion that people have when understanding something. But sometimes when you label people, you miss the nuance, the beauty of their complexity. And so I feel like, man, God has wired me to be complex and nuanced. And when someone just says, oh, I know what that is a Christian or it's faith or it's gospel, they miss all the complexity that exists within me. And so I don't think anyone wants to be identified or labeled as, you know, whatever people misinterpret. I think they want to be experienced, and that's what I want to be, is experienced and for people to deal with who I am in my music.
Now, one of the things that we've seen, especially from younger artists, is how they use social media, like TikTok, to blast their songs. And I think one of your songs I actually discovered on TikTok. So, can you just talk about is it a tool for you? Is it mandatory that you have to use it?
So, the thing about social media, I mean, even TikTok, which for me, I hope that all the issues around music is resolved within TikTok and the record labels. But everything's democratized and everything belongs to the people, and the people are using music to tell their stories. And so we want those platforms for people to use our music as a soundtrack to their lives, and that's been the beauty of what it is that social media has done.
If it's not resolved, the music issues around TikTok, can you artists feel it?
I think that artists, at the end of the day, we always feel it, right? Because all of us are creating from such a deep well and in a sincere and personal place. I don't know if there's a mark you could put on our art that would be valuable enough for what we're expressing. But at the end of the day, I think all of us as artists just want to feel respected and feel like our art is not cheapened in any shape, form, or fashion, that we are getting what we should be getting for what we're creating.
That's well
Thank
said.
you so much, and thank you for chatting with us today.
Thank you. And I know you don't like labels, but a lot of because I go to church back home, a lot of my boys who did not listen to Christian rock because it was
the labels.
The labels. When Lecrae gets on, they bump it up. So good job.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Congratulations and good luck tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, he is so great.
Yeah, and he
I
just has a
love
good,
him.
good energy, a
And
good
his
spirit
music,
about him.
like you were saying, it surpasses any labels. Hello, hello. Let me have you stand right over here. I'll have you stand right over here. Perfect. You look beautiful. I mean, you always look stunning. I saw you perform at the Roxy recently.
Really?
And I did. I was in the audience. I was dancing along. Not like that, but I was dancing along.
But you do make people dance like that.
Tell me, how does it feel getting this this Grammy nomination and representing your country as well?
I feel very, very blessed. I feel very blessed. I'm very grateful. You know, Afrobeat has come such a long way. This is the first time we have an African category in the Grammys. You know we're doing something great, you know. Best genre in the world.
And have you been able to feel the shift of even the Western kind of part of the world starting to love Afrobeats? I mean, we know it's been really popping for the last few years, but are you able to feel it as a creator?
Definitely, I can feel it. You know, like 4 years ago, let me say 3 years ago, when I first came to America, 3 years ago, you know, I didn't used to hear Afrobeats on the radio. Now it's like every time you're hearing African music, you're hearing Amapiano, you're hearing like Calm Down, Rema, like it's exciting. It's a whole new world. Yeah.
And do you feel that you just having mixing in all these genres that fall under the umbrella category of African music and Afrobeats, do you feel that you'll mix in other elements too, such as like more pop, more R&B, even some folk to throw people off a little bit? You know, what does that look like for you?
So I already do that. Like, I'm very inspired by everything I listen to, and I grew up on Disney. I'm a Disney girl. So there's a bit of pop there, there's a bit of R&B, and I feel like Afrobeat is evolving. So people are making like their own versions and translating it into their own way. So it's definitely going to happen.
And Gary was asking a few people this question earlier, and I wanted to ask you because we've seen kind of a shift on TikTok recently with, you know, artist music being taken down and sounds being muted. And I wanted to ask you, as someone who, you know, your music has been able to transcend past social media and is continuously being uplifted in that dance space specifically. What does that mean to you as an artist, just seeing these changes?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's about the consumers, and the consumers love the music on the app. But I guess if, like, you know, some things happening, whatever, you know, it's going to work out at the end of the day. Right now, I just released a song, and it's doing so well without it being on TikTok. So I can brag a bit and say that my music is doing amazing, even without TikTok. But, you know, TikTok also helps because if the consumers love it, my fans are on TikTok. I'm on TikTok every day. So, yeah.
Well, then that's a good point. Like, as a global artist, how important is TikTok to help spread your music globally?
Yeah, because we live in a world where like the internet is so important, and like social media is so important. So we do need TikTok to, like, you know, for the world to see our music. But at the same time, there are different ways we can do that. And I feel like this gives us a challenge to try. Like, I've been so creative lately. I've been trying different ways. I'm posting on Twitter. I never used to post on Twitter, girl. Now I'm posting on Twitter. I'm posting on Instagram Reels. Like, I'm sending emails. I'll probably send a pigeon or something. Like,
I love it. Hands on the ground.
Hands on the ground, like, yo. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, I love the innovation, and I mean, like I said, I saw you perform, and it was so beautiful, so fun, so much energy, so I can't wait to see your career blossom.
Thank you so much. I love your nose. Can I see?
Oh, yes.
This color.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Came with it.
I was ready. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good luck tonight. Thank you. Oh man, she is amazing.
She is amazing.
I love her. She's going to continue to grow. Oh, look who we have.
Look who we have here.
Old school. And we've been around a long time.
I know.
I've been around 50. How long has this been around?
It's like 18, since the 1800s.
Quite some time.
It is an absolute pleasure to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure to
Where
speak with you.
Where should I stand?
Right here, sir.
Right there?
Here. We want to make sure that people can see you.
Thank you.
Know? Now,
So how are you, sir?
I'm blessed.
Good to see you.
50 plus years ago, Mom would say, go outside and play. So that's what this thing was. It was recreation. And it brought the graffiti artist, the breaker, the DJ, and the MC. And I came up with a DJ technique that brought the rapper into the business, that made the DJ a juggernaut, and the sample for the producers to create the great records that they do. So I'm a scientist, but I'm also a fan, and I'm also a DJ, and I'm also one of the architects of the culture. I am happy to be in this building because we come from the hood. So we in the Grammys. It's a wonderful thing.
And
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you because last year, we were here celebrating 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
We're continuously seeing the Recording Academy. Now this year, they're recognizing women in R&B and women in other categories.
Yes, especially in rap.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in the days, it was just Shaw Rock, one person. It was like 4 groups, and DJ Breakout had this one female MC named Shaw Rock. So at that particular time in the 70s, there weren't enough female rappers doing this. But now, they kind of running things right now, for sure. So I'm really, really happy about that.
Well, I guess lastly, who are some performers that you're looking forward to, not only Grammys, but next year, as far as albums coming out and things like that? Who are you looking forward to?
I'm going to tell you who I'm looking for right now. There was this break that I broke, a song that I broke in the hood in '75 called Take Me to the Mardi Gras by Bob James. So Bob James' album is up for nomination, and some of the producers that were on that album was my boy, DJ Jazzy Jeff. He got songs on there, and I need him to get that statue. So shout out to Jeff. So I'm here, I'm rooting for Jeff to get that piece of metal. I got it, so he needs to get that piece of metal. So that's what I'm here for.
Thank you so much for always taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it.
No, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. He was our first interview last year and so amazing. I am falling over my dress here. One second, ladies and gentlemen.
It's busy on this carpet.
It is very busy on this carpet.
We get to our spots before we get
constant traffic over here with some of your favorite stars.
Yeah.
And look, we have Lauren Daigle back on the fashion cam over here, rocking her blue, rocking.
I just love that outfit.
I know. I love that she incorporated a hat into it. Yeah, I would never think to wear a hat to the Grammys, and she does it so well.
Well, I think next year may be your year then.
Maybe I'm inspired now. I will be rocking a hat next year, y'all. Definitely full-fledged. It'll be here. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm no Lauren Daigle.
On her hat too. Lauren did. It said "Pray for Surf."
Yeah. Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, it said "Pray for Surf."
That is beautiful. We definitely should ask her about that.
Oh, look, Fantasia's just walked by us.
Fantasia walked by.
Looking stunning.
Did you watch The Color Purple?
I did watch The Color Purple, and she was so good.
Oh my goodness, that performance of "I'm Here."
It was, and unfortunately she didn't get a nomination, but I mean,
not a dry eye in the theater. Hello, and look who we have here. Finneas is here, and Billie as well.
Well, look who we have.
The stars of the evening.
We have Miss Billie Eilish.
Been out here for 5 hours already.
I mean, it's been a time.
Hi, how are you? Happy Grammys Day.
Oh yeah, man. Happy Grammys. How's it going?
I mean, congratulations. You've already won 1 award today.
Yeah, ridiculous. Insane.
How was that? How cool is it?
It was crazy, man. It was great. We also we were on the side of the stage and we couldn't hear anything, and so they just I knew they were saying it, but I didn't know what they were saying, and then everyone just kind of turned to us and was like, "It was you."
They were like, "Go out there." We're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Billie, how does it feel getting this nomination, specifically for the song that you did with Barbie, and knowing that you also directed the music video as well?
Oh my God, it's so insane. When we were sitting there in his little studio, in January last year, right in this little song, there was no. We weren't thinking about this. This wasn't part of it. You know what I mean? Never would have thought that it would bring us here, and it's just really incredible. I don't know. I'm just so honored to be spoken about in regards to Barbie, Grammys, Oscars. I'm just honored to be a part of it at all. Whatever happens, I'm happy. But yeah, we won one already, and I'm set. I'm good. Let's go. I'm good.
It was good. And quick question: will there be a new album coming up in the next year? Have you been working on anything?
Yes, there will be a new album. We're getting there. Soon I will have more to say.
But
for now,
wait.
Barbie is what we're talking about.
Congratulations and good luck again. Thank you guys.
Oh, Billie is great. I love her.
Billie is awesome.
She also always gives the best red carpet interviews, just also in similar fashion to Dua, where it's just very much, I feel like I'm chatting with one of my homegirls.
Well, your friends, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's tremendous. And, when you have somebody that musically gifted, and obviously she had to run, but you just want to just really pick their brains with so many different questions. How did you do this? why did you decide to do that? And why did you sing it this way? But you know, it's really cool to see, you know, all of the accolades that she's getting.
Have you been able, there was a video that went slightly viral where she was talking about the tone of voice that she chose to sing What Was I Made For in, and it's crazy to see how that little change has impacted the way that that song really fits for a lot of people and hits them, and is so relatable. Just even, not just the lyrics, but in the tone and in that yearning for wanting to know, am I enough and am I worthy? And so I love that artistry and knowing that she said, okay, it's not just the words, it's not just me singing it, it's how I'm singing it and delivering it out into the world.
And I think a lot of fans don't realize those kind of little changes or those little thoughts, you know, how much goes into really making a song. You know, 'cause sometimes there can be so many different versions, but just that little change can make a big difference.
That's very true. I mean, and that's why she is dominating award season.
Dominating.
With that song. I mean, she said there might be a new album on the way, so I can't wait. I can't wait to hear that.
And I appreciate that snappy reporter question. They were trying to leave, and you would not let her leave without getting that answer.
I had to know. I had to know.
Thank you on behalf of me and fans.
sorry to Billie's publicist, but I just had to sneak it in there.
Ask, yeah.
Definitely got to let the fans know that are in the chat. And I want to know, I can't personally see it, but Swifties, if you're in the chat, let us know if you're in there and what you're most excited to see from your favorite pop star. I want to know, do you want to see, like I was mentioning earlier, do you want to see her dancing in the audience? Do you want to see what she's wearing? I know people were wondering about if she was going to be at the Super Bowl. I read many articles about that. So, you know, people love Taylor. They want to know the details about her and her life.
Fantasia is on the
back.
fashion cam right now.
Rocking this beautiful outfit. She also is incorporating hardware, but more so in her jewelry today. And oh wow, that is beautiful. Fantasia's looks during award season have been knockout.
No, her stylist deserves a raise.
Oh, I definitely.
As Fat Joe said, the price just went up.
And she's such a creative that I don't doubt it's a collaboration with her stylist, bringing in a lot of that storytelling, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we gotta, next time we see Fantasia, we gotta ask her what some of those stories are behind the outfit.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Hopefully she'll stop by. You know, it's so many people, and I know that our audience can't necessarily see. This is a very, very, very long carpet.
Oh,
I mean, it's probably 2 football fields long. And so we're just seeing.
Dang, that's a lot.
I mean, it's
we're eyeballing it, but it's a pretty long corridor. Yeah, if anyone's ever been to LA Live or to the Crypto.com arena, there's that just long strip of street. The red carpet is that entire street. So just to give you a bit of an estimate what that looks like. So I know some of these celebrities, their feet are hurting by the time
they have to be. Are your feet hurting in those heels?
A little bit. But I'm professional, so we keep on pushing.
There you go. I love that. That's what we love about you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that's one of many.
We see Niecy
and look,
Nash.
Niecy, oh my goodness, her Emmy speech this year.
It was so powerful.
So powerful, so beautiful, and so necessary. I know that inspired a lot of people, especially a lot of younger creatives who are on the up and up, and are even those who have been hustling for years and feel like they haven't fully been seen yet.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, obviously I've never been nominated for an award, but I would hope that, you know, if I was to win something and had a speech, I would say something that was meaningful. You know, you only have just a few seconds to really speak to the world, so why not use your voice to say something that means something? And I think Niecy did that.
Oh, definitely. No pressure, you know?
No pressure
you just
at
go
all.
up there, thanks, Mom. God.
I'd be one of those people that would lie and say, no, I didn't write anything down. Then I went and I pulled it out, like a CVS receipt.
Same.
How much fun do we have?
Oh my goodness. You get booed off the stage by Anthony Anderson's mom.
Oh my goodness,
hello,
royalty.
Hello.
Kirk Franklin, are you with me?
Hi. Leslie, nice
How are you? You look lovely. Good to see you.
Oh my goodness. I love the jewels that you have incorporated here into this outfit. They are beautiful. Tell me, how does it feel once again being at the Grammys? We spoke to you last year, but I want to know, we were asking earlier, does it ever get old continuously coming to this award show?
You know, to be in an environment with your peers, to be in a room with some of the most gifted beings on the planet, you know, it's always a humbling thing because, you know, there's so many people that deserve to be in the room but may not get a chance, maybe, you know, wrong place, wrong time, wrong single, wrong this, I mean, all of these variables that they still have to be encouraged to not give up. So that when you come into this room, you still have to come with a sense of humility, because you know that it doesn't mean that the best are in the room, because there's somebody maybe sleeping up under a bridge, or somebody homeless, or somebody in the hospital that can sing and play and can kill everybody, you know what I mean? So you gotta walk in a little bit of humility too.
Music has changed since you first jumped on the scene.
Yeah,
and
I came out in the 30s, since the 1930s.
Well, I remember when God's Property came out, and all of the... I remember like it was yesterday, because a lot of older people were not feeling it at the time.
I got kicked out of a lot of churches.
And all of us young people were like, what is this? And it made a lot of young people excited about gospel music. So when you look at that change from then until now, and you've kind of led it, what do you think about that? Like, what is your legacy? Because we see kind of the Kirk Franklin imprint from then till now, how it's changed gospel music.
I'm very grateful, and I'm just excited about another generation, next generation, that can continue to tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a story about how beautiful and dope God's love is, right? And that, and that love is available for, to everybody. And I just, am excited to do everything I can to uplift and push the next generation. The Jonathan McReynolds, the Chandler Moores, the Zacardi Cortez, the Walls group, Darryl Walls, Corinne Hawthorne, Doe. There's so many beautiful next voices that I'm just here to be a cheerleader for.
I love that. And you've also entered television, right? You're doing things in the TV world.
Yeah. Love EPN work. I love doing music for film and television. It is one of my greatest joys. I love putting music to visuals, always have. And so, I'm praying it's going to be more of my next chapter. Yeah.
When do you get him to sleep, or can you get him to sleep?
No.
We have different sleep patterns, but he does sleep. It's just, it's different. He squeezes it in there. But if he could stay awake, and that was humanly possible, I believe he would. Yeah.
Do you ever have to tell him, all right, take a break just a little bit?
He don't listen. I stopped 28 years here. I stopped even trying that.
Congratulations again, because you just won an award, so congratulations. You just performed. It's always so great to see you. So
thank you for talking to me.
How can we not talk to a legend?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. That's too funny.
The one and only Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. Wow. I was about to make a reference, and then I realized I was on live TV. Are you with me?
Yeah.
In the Kirk Franklin voice.
I said it when he walked. I said it when he walked up. I'm like, Kirk Franklin, are you with me?
Are you with me? We all know.
Everybody
that.
knows Kirk
Oh
Franklin.
man.
Yeah.
I have a quick story to that. Is I saw Zach Fox, legendary comedian Zach Fox, was DJing, and in his set he put in Kirk Franklin, and the entire. You would have thought the venue would have been like, what's going on? No, everyone suddenly jumped back into childhood memories and was singing along and bopping, and I was like...
I remember growing up on our rap and R&B station, 97.9 in Houston. Obviously, it was rap and R&B.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Kirk Franklin, a gospel song, when he came out with God's Property, it started playing on the radio, and I think he has that unique ability of making songs fun.
Yeah.
And like you said, you put it on somewhere, even somewhere like a function that probably won't play that type of music, everybody knows what it is.
Oh, definitely. We love Kirk Franklin. We also got to speak with him last year, and so it's amazing just to see these legends continuously coming, because they're continuously getting awards and getting nominations, and so
but that's how you know you're great.
That's
right?
how you know you're great. Yeah, no, one of the many ways that you know that you're great. But yes, that is definitely true. Oh man, Gary, we've had a beautiful show already. It's been great. Thank you to everyone who's stuck around so far. Please continue sticking around, because I'm gonna bring her up again. Swifties, we haven't seen your girl yet, so stick around, because we're gonna see her soon.
I think I need everybody adding Taylor Swift and telling her to come by and stop and talk to us.
I hope so. Yeah. Drop that on her Instagram, her Twitter. Hello, Leslie. Nice to meet you.
We know who you are.
Yeah.
man.
We definitely know who you are.
We definitely know
Lovely
who
to
you
meet
are.
you.
Of course, lovely
Let me
to
have
meet
you
you
step
too.
over here just
yes,
a little
great.
bit.
How's that?
Perfect. You know what? We kind of match a little bit.
I was gonna. We all are in the same role.
I love
Meant
this.
to
A
be.
little ruffle. We got
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Tell me, how does it feel? You know, being nominated and just being here and celebrating today.
I think to be recognized by my peers and the members of the Recording Academy is so beyond me. I can't quite fathom the fact that I'm in this room right now talking to you guys, and I am such a massive fan of everyone in this category, and I think my favorite part of this week has been getting to cross paths with them at these different events and getting to know them as people. I was already their biggest fan, as artists, but I have so much love for them as human beings. They're such really, truly good people, and we all come from such different corners of the world, and I think that's what makes this category so special and exciting is that we get to we get to know each other, and I'm just here to scream for them tonight.
And with your nomination, Best New Artist, I mean, what does that mean to have everyone kind of looking to you toward the future and see everything that you've done musically?
It doesn't feel real. I feel like I'm learning things about myself in real time, all the time, and just how I like to exist as an artist and how I what I want to say. I think it's like I feel very grateful to my fans for believing in me enough and having the patience with my writing to really internalize it, and then when they come to my shows be vulnerable back with me. I think I have zero answers about anything ever. I just know that I recognize the feeling when I've written something that is true for myself, and so my goal is to continue to do that, and I for as long as the people will have me, and I can't believe that this is how we get to start the year off. I really, can't.
I mean, it's a perfect start to the year.
Congratulations.
And congratulations. So nice to chat with you.
So lovely to meet you. You guys look beautiful.
Oh,
Have a
thank
great
you.
day.
So do you.
So do you. And next year, you're not going to be introducing yourself.
No. All right.
Whatever you say.
Next year she'll
appreciate
say,
it.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
guys. I got to go.
No. I'll be like my friends.
Oh, we love it. Congratulations and good
Thank
luck.
you so much, Gracie. She's going to continue to grow. I mean, just got off tour with Taylor Swift, jumping back on soon, I think, as well. Wow.
I mean, it was so cute. She's like, "Hi, I'm Gracie." We know who you are, Gracie. You are.
You are humble.
Yeah, you are humble. And you're nominated for Best New Artist, so a lot of eyes are on her.
Yeah, we love that. And also sharing that category with her friend Noah Kahan, who she just recently performed with at Spotify's Best New Artist party. So that was cool to see. I saw some of those clips circulating online and really like that. I was not invited to Spotify, but I will expect one next year.
Maybe next year. There you go. There you go.
Oh man, Gracie Abrams, so great, so great. We also were AP also has an article out. We did a full interview with Gracie, and so those of you who are online can check that out in between this and while you're getting ready for the show.
And speaking of getting ready for the show, I mean, wow, it was so just awesome to be here and see so many stars just walking past us. Like it's nothing. I mean, there are very few events, maybe Oscars, Emmys, and now the Grammys, where so much star power is literally in the same room, shoulder to shoulder. And so it's cool just saying, oh, that's Fantasia. Oh, that's Dua. That's such and such. So
I mean, you can feel the joy, the energy just bouncing off the room. I used it earlier to describe it. It was like little balls of energy and joy just bouncing around. And so it's a beautiful space to be in. Hello, how's it going?
Mr. Mike Will made it.
Hello.
Made a lot of songs that. Yeah. You made a lot of songs I was dancing to and was doing some things I wouldn't tell people about. You made all my favorite songs.
Let's have you step right into that square for me right there. Thank you.
So does this ever get old, man? Here at the Grammys, attending, getting dressed up.
I like getting fresh. I like getting fly, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. It's cool to step out every now and then. I don't do too much, and then it's a good room.
I love it. Now, we know you worked on Miley's album, and you guys have had a long-standing relationship. What's it like working on her album, then seeing all of these accolades that she's received?
Man, it's dope because she works real hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She always is in the studio. She has like a sense of direction, on where she wants to go as an artist, and then she goes to the studio and nails that target, and then she always pushes it to a whole nother level, and it's dope to see like everybody receiving it, and like what songs standing out from the album. And Flowers is just killing it. It's like none of the other songs is getting any light of the day because it's like Flowers just doesn't come off the radio. Like everybody is just playing that one, so it's dope that for her to have like a self-loving empowerment song like that, and they're getting the flowers. You know what I'm saying? They're getting these flowers, yeah. Or
And then, you know, going back to working with her more on the hip hop and urban stuff years ago, to now she's back in her pop bag. Can you just talk about how Miley Cyrus is able to really fluidly go between genres?
Yeah, it's really, man, she a celebrity. She an A-list celebrity, so she's actually a pop act, like a popular act, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she can really get on any sound, I feel like, and she has such a strong voice, and she can take it any kind of way. It's really what producer she works with and what direction she ends up deciding to go in, and whatever she decides to do. Because I feel like everybody from like, at least I'm 34, you know what I'm saying? So like my age and down, I know we all grew up as like VH1 babies, MTV babies, BET babies, you know what I'm saying? So we're all like a mixture of all of that kind of stuff. So it's like, I don't feel like any new artist today is like just set in one kind of genre or one kind of bag. I feel like that's like played, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's always dope to see like which way we're gonna go when we do go in the studio though.
There's so much genre fusion going on. It's so common. And I wanted to ask you as well, because we're starting to notice more and more the Recording Academy is publicly acknowledging, you know, more producers, more songwriters, engineers as well. And what does that mean to you, seeing people essentially come out of the shadows necessarily and getting that public recognition?
I feel like that's just like, that's what we are as a society. That's where the consumers at. They want to know where their food was raised or all the ingredients to everything. So it's like now it's good to see, because I feel like that's how music was built. Like the producers brought the talent. Like you got Berry Gordy's, you got, you know what I'm saying, Clive Davis, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got all kind of big producers that brought different artists to the game, to Dr. Dre's, to Pharrell's, to Diddy's, to Timberland's, to, you know what I'm saying? You got so many of them. So it's just good to see like where we are as a society, and that people want to see like the ingredients and know all the details of how this record came about. And they love seeing, everybody wants to see content. Everything's content crazy. So I feel like it's a great time for creatives. It's a great time for entrepreneurs and anybody that's thinking forward and out of the box.
Very true. Yeah, that is great. And I'm excited to see more and more younger producers, engineers come out from that.
So many of them. And just being original and staying authentic, man, I feel like I would love it. I can't wait to see what the game keeps evolving to.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Awesome. Congratulations again. It's always a pleasure talking with you, and good luck tonight, man.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, he is so
made it.
great. I love him, and I love
Everybody
what he had
knows
to
that
say
producer
about...
tagline, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. You can't, if you don't listen to music, if you don't know it.
Yeah, and I appreciate, you know, I asked about Miley Cyrus, but what's interesting is that him as a producer, I mean, we know him mainly for hip-hop, but he's transitioned into pop as well, and so it's good to see how, you know, like he said, growing up, you listen to a lot of everything, especially with the music video channels. It's not like that now, but, you know, I knew so many rock songs and country songs that I may not have listened to because they were played on music video channels. So
that was the place to be. And on the fashion cam over here, let's take a quick look. We have Ed Sheeran rocking a nice, he said casual for the Grammys. Yeah. He took a nod from Bad Bunny last year. Yeah, he's got a little bit of camo going on. I believe he's also on tour currently, and so I'm glad that he took a step to come see, you know, the Grammys.
I mean, when you're one of the world's biggest artists, I feel like you have to be here. I mean, again, if you are among the world's biggest artists, this is the place to be. And, you know, this is where collaborations come about. This is where joint projects come about. They're bumping into each other. They're talking. hey, why don't we do this? Maybe I should jump on that. So yeah, that's what's cool about the Grammys, man. So much happens.
Yeah, I remember speaking to Diane Warren recently, and she also mentioned that she was like, yeah, when I go to a award show, I've had collaborations come out of these spaces, and so it's true what you're saying. It's very, very true. And
one of the things that I am looking forward to is seeing how big Taylor Swift's entourage is going to be. She has to be huge.
It definitely will be huge.
Before we talk about
we jump into her,
Mr. Billy Joel.
Another legend.
Yeah.
We're going to have to keep a tally over here, Gary. Hello, how are you? Let me step right there for me.
Right there, Mr. Joel, right there.
Perfect.
How are you?
Yeah, how's it going?
So good to see you.
Oh my goodness, performing for the first time at the Grammys. How does that feel?
Well, it's not the first time I'm performing at the Grammys. I think I did it 20 years ago, and they got mad at me. Well, Frank Sinatra was at those Grammys, and he was doing a speech, and he was going on a little too long, so they played him off the stage. So all the musicians got really bugged about this. And so I did my song, and in the middle of my song, I just stopped. And I looked at my watch, and I said, okay, there's a lot of valuable advertising going by here. And I stopped for a long time. Then I went back on. So they might be still mad at me about that.
Well, we are glad that you're back.
We are, sure.
I know you're wrapping up your residency this year. What has that experience been like, seeing fans come and just flock to you and get a chance to see you in person?
It's the greatest job in the world. It is bar none. If you can get this job, do this job. It's fantastic. It's the best venue in the world, I think, and the best audiences. And it went on for 10 years. Selling it out in the round, crazy.
I mean, that is a big accomplishment and a true testament to your career and longevity. And so, I mean, we are excited for that. Well, thank you so much, Billy.
It's always a pleasure.
Good luck with everything tonight.
Thank you. Excited to see your performance. Thank you. Oh, Billy Joel.
Wow, Billy Joel. That is amazing.
I had like 3 Billy Joel songs passed in my brain.
Who doesn't love Billy Joel?
He is great.
Wow.
He is great, and I love that story
was
about his first time. That was my mistake.
Imagine the chutzpah you have to have to just look at
come on back.
Well, no, to do that in the first place.
Yeah.
On stage and say, I'm just gonna let this time pass by. That is
when
one
you're
of
Billy
the,
Joel, that is what happens. Yeah, that is truly what happens.
Awesome.
Man, once again, another legend for us to chat with there. Beautiful. And look who's here on the fashion cam, Miss Miley Cyrus.
Oh, wow. She's
rocking
really
the gold and the
yeah.
hardware.
She's
She's bringing all the outfits. I love the hair. It's very
it's almost saying,
almost
you know
80s.
what? It's almost like if I win, you guys are gonna know it.
Oh, definitely.
Like I'm prepared. Like I didn't come here to play.
No, she came to win.
Yeah, I came here to get my
She
awards.
came to win
That is
fully.
I came to win look. That's what that is.
Definitely, through and through. And hello, how's it going?
Hi, how are you, sir?
Oh my God, so excited to chat with you. You just performed at El Coliseo, right?
Yeah.
How was that? You sold it out.
Yeah, it was insane. It's something that, we always talked about, but never really saw as like a real possibility because of what it is. But, for it to be like the first producer to like just do a show and sell it and have all these amazing guests. And it was just a historic, like really special night for me, like doing it in my hometown. It couldn't be better.
There's nothing like the energy in Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, you can't replace that anywhere. So I'm happy that we were able to do it.
And what led you to, step, because we've heard songs from you before, but to have you step out fully, out of the producer role and now into your own?
I mean, I think it's a part of growth. I was always comfortable with being in the back end, just like being in the studio, and there's not that much of a spotlight. But I understood to grow and to get to different places, to put more of my perspective in music and ideas out there. I had to do it in an artist sort of way and be more out there. And I understood it a lot more now that I've been doing it for a while. So I think it's something special, and I'm proud that I was able to like accomplish and grow into. So who knows what we keep adding going forward. But I'm happy that we made it here.
Yeah, and getting recognition all around. Well, thank you so much. Good luck tonight. Congratulations.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank
Of
you.
course, take care.
Thank you.
I love
That is
Tiny.
awesome,
He's
yeah.
so great. He had an
That is
amazing
great.
performance in Puerto Rico.
How
and
are
look
you?
who's here.
Right on your
Hello,
How are
hello.
you? Speaking of somebody who's had a huge year, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you very much.
So what does it feel like being here at the Grammys? I mean, obviously you're a staple here, but you know, some years have more success than others. So what's it been like this year?
I mean, this year is really fantastic because obviously all the Barbie nominations and being involved with the soundtrack. But I think I was like a seat filler in 1988, and then I came as like Rhymefest +1 in 2003. So you know, I've been here in different capacities, but it's great to be here, and you know, there's so many artists I love. I'm excited to see on stage.
I'm curious because obviously everybody listened to the Barbie soundtrack, but I think for a while the soundtrack wasn't as popular like when we were growing up. We would go to Sam Goody or Best Buy and buy the soundtrack, and now it's kind of hit a resurgence. So what would you attribute to kind of the resurgence of the pop soundtrack, where we're listening to pop songs from movies on the radio?
I think it's because the movie really hit a nerve. It's this cultural moment, and I think that the music, like we all loved the movie so much, we tried to raise the bar of the soundtrack and the artists. As soon as we had Dua Lipa, we were like, wow, this really could be about something. And then when we got Billie, Ryan's song Charlie, Nicki, Ice Spice, and I think it's just a testament to how great the movie is and like the songs matching that. So it'd be great. I mean, I love that soundtrack era from my youth, like from Top Gun to Juice, you know.
And that's the thing, we're even seeing more of it, and maybe Barbie has led the way, but do you think that like listeners like us fans are just ready for movies again? Is it the movies that are making the sounds? Why are we loving soundtracks again?
I think like when you walk out of a movie on such a high that you like want to relive it and you're like, what can I do? And you go and get the soundtrack. I used to do that. I'd walk out of like the movie theater to the mega store on the corner and buy like, so I think that really helps it when the movie gives you that feeling.
No, it's very true. I have done that exact thing.
Exactly.
That is true through and through. And for you, when choosing a lot of your different projects, what is that one element that it has to have for you to say, I want to put my mark on this and I want to be a part of that journey?
I think sometimes it's different, you know, sometimes with like a singer like Yeba, somebody I work with, like you just hear the voice and like I have to work with them. In the case of Barbie, I just read the script and I was like, even if I don't get this job, this was going to be my favorite movie next year. Like it was just smart and it had heart and so I think it's just getting a feeling, you know.
Go ahead. I was going to ask, what was your opinion on the nominations that Barbie received for the Academy Awards coming up?
Well, I mean, of course, I would have loved to see everybody get recognized, and I think that Greta just did such an incredible job. She created a world like that didn't exist before. But I'm very excited for America and for her for screenplay and for Best Picture. So, yeah.
Well, lastly, you know, we were talking to another producer extraordinaire, Babyface, about AI. And we know it was the talk of the town last Grammys. Not so much this year, but I'm just curious, the way that it's evolved, and like I think there was a Bad Bunny song that went viral that wasn't even his song, built on AI. Where do you stand on AI now?
I think that like, and I might be naive, I don't think that there's ever going to be a technology that's going to make us feel the same thing we feel when we hear like a Stevie Wonder vocal or Amy Winehouse for the first time. I think that technology can do a lot of other things, so I just hope that the thing that we love about humans and performance doesn't ever go away.
I hope so, because a lot of people really thought that was Bad Bunny's song.
Yeah,
That's why it went viral.
For a long time,
But I think Bad Bunny's fans are like probably what's going to keep Bad Bunny for 30 years having this career, and I think people are just like, oh, that wasn't his song, wait for the next one.
I love that.
That is
well,
true.
congratulations on a
Thank you
wonderful
so
year.
much.
It's always a pleasure talking with you,
Great
sir.
to talk to you.
Thank you
And
so
good luck.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right, thank
Take care.
Mark Ronson,
Mark Ronson.
everybody.
Huge year.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I mean, he's always behind some of the best hits, some of the best.
And when you see, everybody wearing pink on the carpet, you just know that it was, inspired by Barbie.
I mean, and it continues to dominate in nominations at every award season, and so that's a testament to Mark Ronson, to Greta Gerwig, Margot, America,
Everybody
Issa,
involved,
all of the above, Definitely. It truly is the year of women
It's
in
the
film
year of-
and in music.
And it's about time, right, that
Yeah.
women have had their spotlight. Obviously, we wouldn't be here without women.
Yeah.
And the world kind of revolves with women. So I'm glad that the Grammys are finally acknowledging, Grammys and the fans are acknowledging all of the hard work that women, not only in music, but in general, are making.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. It's a big change that needs to happen.
Who do you think we're going to see next on the carpet?
I don't know. I'm still waiting. We haven't seen Ice Spice.
We haven't seen Ice Spice. We haven't seen Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll at all. Who else are we missing? We got a few best new artists on there though. We got Noah Kahan, Gracie Abrams, Coco Jones. Victoria Monet is someone else we haven't seen. So we saw her walk by. I'm still waiting. Still waiting, Victoria. I love her though. We did speak with her recently, like I said, and she was talking about Hazel being on the red carpet. So I want to know what that moment was like. If any fans have seen that circulating online, please send that over to me.
I just said we hadn't talked to Jelly Roll, and look who
and
stepped
look
up.
who is here.
What's up, gang? Oh my goodness.
This is crazy.
Best new artist.
How are you, sir?
This is the biggest red carpet I've ever seen. It's absolute pandemonium, but it's awesome.
What has this year been like for you? And then also, you use your speeches to inspire. Like, can you just talk about why those two things are important?
Man, I think one is that, man, I've just been so blessed. God has been so good to me, and I did nothing to deserve it. In fact, I did the opposite. I didn't deserve it in any way. I was a horrible human for a long time, and I believe that change is possible. And when I started believing that change started happening, I started getting blessed, and I just want to bless people. I want to pay it forward. God gives me an opportunity to have a platform to talk to the world for 60 seconds. I better say something that helps somebody. You know.
That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know what? We can't wait to see what that speech is going to be like tonight.
Oh, listen, man, I love it. I appreciate it. Man, I'm telling you, I'm in a category with Victoria Monet and Noah Kahan. And I can tell you, if you could let them flip a quarter and nobody would be upset at who won.
All right. Well, congratulations and good luck anyway. We're going to be watching.
We're glad to be here. Thank y'all. Bless you.
Thank you so much, Jelly Roll.
I appreciate you.
Jelly Roll.
Gotta love Jelly Roll.
We love a Jelly Roll speech, so I hope that will come into play moving forward. We'll see. If not, there'll be plenty more award shows for him because he definitely continues to dominate whatever award season he is in.
I'm hoping that if for some reason he doesn't win, because it is a stacked category, then maybe he uploads his speech to like his IG or TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So we can see, because I know that he has something inspiring to say.
Yeah, no, that should be a trend now. I want to see what some of these artists had to say that maybe didn't get that opportunity. What beautiful words that they have to share with the rest of the world. Oh man, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, I felt inspired just talking to him now.
Oh yeah, I mean the way that he said, you know, why aren't I going to use those 60 seconds to really inspire someone when God has given me this opportunity? And I think,
and I think that's one of the reasons so many people across different genres, fans of different genres, have taken to Jelly Roll. You know, sometimes when an artist is only in country or is only in rap or R&B, only fans of that genre kind of know who they are, especially if they're a new artist. But it seems like everybody knows Jelly Roll, and I think he has that personality along with his story that he frequently and openly shares that I think people just gravitate to.
Oh, definitely. And I know we've talked a lot tonight about Best New Artist, but I want to talk a little bit about Album of the Year because that is an interesting category. We've got some of those Best New Artists mixed in there. We've got Jon Batiste. Fitting into a long list with a lot of ladies, and so I'm interested to see what that's going to look like. Janelle Monáe as well. I mean, The Age of Pleasure was a pivotal album for her.
It was so freeing for her.
Just with Janelle and the changes, and it's amazing to see everything that they've accomplished, and as an artist, as a human being, and so I love Janelle and just the beautiful projects.
And of course, SZA. We've been talking about SOS. You know, all day. It's one of the best albums.
We have all day.
Because we both love the album.
We do, yeah.
It's great. And if we can we put the graphic up one more time? Because there was something that I wanted to point out on the Album of the Year graphic. It's so many great albums. And so when you look at Boy Genius, you look at Miley Cyrus, Endless Summer Vacation, that so many people love, and we just had Mike Will talking about working with
that
Miley.
evolution.
And then
Lana Del Rey as well, you know, came back strong, and now here being nominated for that album.
And then we have Olivia Rodrigo with Guts, and then of course Taylor Swift's Midnights. And so you really can't, you know, there are some years where I think that if a certain album wins, people are really upset. You really can't be upset this year. Every album deserves to be in that category.
I mean, all of them have amazing teams, screenwriters, not screenwriters. Well, I fast forwarded to the Oscars.
I was gonna say you're already on Oscars duty. Not so fast, not so
music
fast.
writers, amazing music writers on there, producers and engineers, and so it's always exciting to see what album of the year contestant gets to take away that award.
And then I always, even though I've heard all the albums already, when someone has album of the year, even though I've heard it, I go back and listen to it just to get that feeling again. Like, why did so many people gravitate to this album? And so I always encourage music lovers and fans, when you see these Grammy nominations come out, make sure you listen to the music, because it's easy to say, why did such and such get nominated when you didn't even listen to the album? So I just try to, especially the major categories, just listen to everything that's been nominated, and you'll get a good feel of what makes music so great.
No, that's very, very true. And I know we talked about our favorite albums of the year. We both said SZA, but did you have a favorite song of the year?
I mean, my favorite song was Snooze.
Ooh, okay.
And Snooze is one of those songs where I almost wish selfishly she never released it as a single, because that was the song that I gravitated to. It was my favorite song on the album when I first started listening to it. And I was like, I'm going to tuck this away in my pocket. So when she released it as a single, which I can understand why, because it's such a great song, I was like, man, I want to keep that for myself, but I really love that song.
You said I was hoping only the real fans
Only
would
the
find
real
it
fans
on the
would know that,
album.
exactly, yeah. So that was my favorite.
that.
But of course, she had a song that did get nominated for Song of the Year. That was Kill Bill, another wonderful song.
Yeah.
Genre fusion there, that was mixing. What about you?
I mean, based off Song of the Year, my favorite, it was, I'd have to say, and this is tough because, like I said, you got Dua on there, you've got Billie, you've got, I like Olivia Rodrigo as well, SZA.
Flowers.
I did blast that quite a few times. But I gotta say, it does go back to Kill Bill.
Kill Bill? Okay.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Kill Bill is one of those that it doesn't matter how many times I run it through, how many times I play it, it is always going to feel like the first time.
Wow.
Versus a lot of those other songs are amazing and great, but I do feel like I've heard them a few times at that point.
I think with Dua, Dance the Night, that is one song that every time I hear it, like
You
it doesn't
dance?
get old. Yeah, you want to dance. Like, some dance songs,
Yeah.
after the 10th time, you're like, all right, I don't feel like
Oh,
dancing.
yeah.
But with that song, every time, it's like it's injected into my body. Like, I just want to dance. And so, yeah, I love that
You want
song.
to dance the night away.
I want to dance the night away.
It was absolutely perfect for the Barbie movie.
If music was playing when Dua was here, we could have danced the night away.
We should have
right
danced
there.
with her. That would have been a sight to see. The internet would have loved that. We'd be memed through and through. Oh my goodness! But yeah, I gotta go back to Kill Bill on that answer. As much as I do love a lot of those other songs as well. And Olivia Rodrigo was here last year. Now she's here this year for her next album. That is so rare, and I want to know what it's like for her, having put out these two projects and getting recognition for both of them, because that doesn't often happen. Oftentimes it's 1 out of 3, or maybe 1 later down the line after you've been around for a while. And so if I was her, I'd give myself a big pat on the back and say, yeah, my first 2 albums, I got Grammys for them. So
I think I did okay. That's what I tell myself. I think I did all right.
Oh my God, fully. I love Olivia and the angst and the depth that she brings to a lot of those songs. And hello, how's it going?
How are you?
Great.
1 second as I pivot over here.
I
Good to see
feel
you.
like he looks.
Oh, okay,
You're far too
amazing.
kind. Just sparkly, just doing too much.
No, it looks chill. I like it. Yeah.
Thank you so
It
much.
sparkles in the right way. It's not loud sparkle. It's black and it's sparkly, which is a great combination, right? It invites you in like a starry sky.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Speaking of inviting someone in, when you have Song of the Year, it does that. So how cool is it to have Song of the Year?
It's great, it's been such an amazing thing to be a part of the Barbie universe, and like it seems like every step of the way we were blessed with some kind of magic, and that song just sort of, the way it came about and writing it, and Dua and I have a long history together, and Mark and I have a long history together, and Caroline, the other writer on the song, she's wonderful and a new friend, but it just felt like being in a room with your friends, just you know, being in love with music, you know, and like sometimes when you do that, you're lucky enough to be part of something that has a life bigger than the moment that it took you to make it in the studio. A lot of songs you write don't actually have anything more than that moment where you have the beauty in the studio. But sometimes the songs that you write come out into the world and they have these great transcendent moments.
And that's a true, I mean, testament to the, you know, nominations here tonight, to see that flourish and that success. And thank you so much for stopping to chat with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Oh man, so many Barbie.
That was pretty cool.
Barbie.
It must be
friends
amazing
over
to
here.
literally be in your room with your friends, create something.
Yeah.
And I think you have to have some kind of inkling that you like it, it's nice, but then to put it out into the world and have the entire world love it, or you know, much of the world, has to be an incredible feeling. Because there's no way that you can necessarily know it in that moment. You know?
I mean, you can. I think it goes back to what Dua said. It's like once you release it, it's let's see what happens. Let's see if it takes off. Let's see if it doesn't. But we know that we did a great job and we had fun. You know.
Exactly.
And you could definitely feel that energy with the Barbie cast, the crew, the music team behind it all, and so. I love that, and honestly, Barbie was a great movie. It was a great movie. The production design was beautiful. The story was beautiful. So I'm glad we get to keep talking about it, even here at the Grammys.
I was wondering if you were going to wear pink.
I should have. Barbie pink.
Your black looks lovely.
Thank you.
But again, we have seen quite a number of pink outfits here on the Grammys carpet.
Yeah, it's been a lot of, like I said earlier, a lot of silver, a lot of gold, bronze, pinks, reds. Those have been the I know we saw mixtures of other things, but those have been the consistencies that I've seen tonight. Also a lot of unique jewelry, hardware, 3D designs on outfits, and so I'm glad that we've strayed away from like a classic black suit, you know? You like even this, you said, let me add some sparkle to it. Let me add some design to the shirt on the bottom. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
It is so amazing. And I mean, we've seen even, not necessarily on the fashion cam, but as I'm just looking around at everyone here, we're seeing just amazing detailing in a lot of these outfits. And I mean, over here, you can even see on the fashion cam, this looks like everyday suit, but look at that. There's a little detailing of the shimmer under.
And the all white in the rain.
All white.
That's when you know you have a good suit, when it's all white and it's still raining and you're saying, I'm wearing it.
That's when you know you look good. You don't question it anytime.
Rain, sleet, or snow, I'm coming out in my all white suit.
Oh man, I love it. It is the time to shine here at the Grammys. And man, I mean, is there anyone we haven't talked to that you can't wait to chat with today, Gary? Because I can't even, it blows my mind who we've already spoken to.
Yeah, we've spoken to so many. I mean, obviously, if we talk to Taylor, that would be huge. Hopefully Victoria Monet has some time to stop by, but you know, even if we had nobody else, I would still feel very privileged because we talked to so many great artists. It's really been a great night already. I know we're a little under an hour away. But yeah, I'm excited. It's been cool. And who would I rather? No, there's no one I'd rather do it with than you. So it's really cool.
So sweet, Gary. Same feeling. Your favorite duo, right here. Bringing it right back. Your favorite duo, Leslie and Gary, here with AP, reporting live at the Grammys, y'all. It doesn't get any better than this.
No, it doesn't. And that's the cool thing about our jobs. Obviously, you know, we have to report. You know, we are journalists, but it's cool to be a fan as well. You know, and we love entertainment. We love music. That's why we do this job. And so to see some of our favorite acts just walking right by us, you know, it's pretty cool. You know?
No, it's definitely great. And is there any indie artists that you'd love to see one day be at the Grammys moving forward?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'd have to think on that. That's a really good question, Miss Journalist.
You're welcome.
I love that.
Thank you. Every journalist loves to hear. That's a really great question. Puts a little pep in your step, right?
Yeah.
That boost of adrenaline.
But I think, you know, even if you're considered to be, and not that, you know, the Grammys is always the end-all be-all for an artist, but the fact that, you know, your peers nominated you, considered you, thought about you, I mean, that has to say a lot. You know, I used to think when people would say, oh, it's an honor to be nominated, that it was, you know, it was kind of just a cliche saying, but no. When your peers say this is one of the best albums or best songs, or, you know, these are some of the best lyrics, it means something.
No, it truly does, and I can't imagine what it's like to meet some of your favorite legends that inspired you here as a younger artist. I'm sure a lot of the best new artists nominees are having that experience today.
Exactly.
No, definitely. Let's toss it back over and see what some of those fashion looks are
Because I just saw
happening.
some very colorful outfits just past us. So I wonder who's on the fashion cam now.
Hello. Hello, how are you? We were just talking. I'm Leslie. You don't need to introduce
exactly
yourself.
who you are.
You know, I like you to be sure.
Oh, man,
Thanks,
thank
Kylie.
you
It's so good to
much.
see you.
You too.
And tell me, we were talking about people incorporating red and hardware, and you were matching both of those elements today.
Who knew?
Tell me, what went into this look today?
Well, I was nominated. Well, I won the category for Padam Padam, so I just thought Padam Padam Red would be appropriate. So I didn't know red and hardware was a thing, but
I've been noticing the trend.
well, there we go. So this dress is by Dolce & Gabbana, good friends of mine, and yeah, and I'm kind of fairly comfortable. I don't think comfort rates so highly at events, but I'm doing okay.
Yeah, we all, you know, we suffered through the hills, we suffered through it all, and you just won your award. How did that feel, getting that stamp of recognition?
Honestly, I was hopeful. I was a little anxious last night, and then I found out as I was getting ready. Well, I wasn't. Someone was making all this happen, and I screamed. Then I cried. Then I thought, dial it back. Don't cry too much. Don't undo all the hair and makeup that's just happened. So I was shaking, actually. I was really so happy.
And
go ahead. At this stage in your career, and you put out so many great songs, like, what does winning a Grammy mean now?
It means as much as it did when I got 120 years ago, maybe even more, actually, to be representing longevity and just, you know more and have experienced more. And I think because of time, I'm aware, I'm very cognizant of this moment, that it's a great moment. Maybe when you're younger, it's all happening so fast. So yeah, I'm emotional and I'm very proud. Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. We're happy for you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. And it's my category's done, so I can have a great night.
We hope you have a lot of fun.
I certainly will. Thank you. And
Please
you
do,
too.
because you look
Thank
fabulous.
you so much for your time.
Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, wow.
That is awesome.
Legend. And she
Who would've
already
thought,
won.
yeah.
What a beautiful moment to then be able to go down the carpet and celebrate that, already having that award there. I love that
And
for
like
her.
she said, you know, she won a Grammy 20-some years ago, and fast forward, you know, 2 decades, she's winning now, and you know, you could tell she was kind of getting emotional thinking about it, and you know, it means something. You know what I mean? It really means something. I know that like there could only be one winner. I know that awards aren't everything, but when you put your blood, sweat, and tears, and your heart and soul, and your passion into these works, these projects, you hope people recognize them, and so it is cool to see somebody appreciative of what you got.
Oh, I love that though, especially being a legend and having received so many awards in the past.
Yeah.
You know, it's the theme is legends, ladies and gentlemen. That is the theme tonight. That is the theme every Grammys, but
Every Grammys, that's all we got. That's all we
specifically
have,
tonight, and even tossing it back to fashion real quick. Again, we're seeing sparkles. Introduced into the fashion. We're seeing little bits of hardware. We're seeing
we see
silver.
some glitter and some sequins here.
I love it. I love it. It feels a lot of these outfits. It feels like it's summertime.
Summertime.
Even though we're in the middle of winter. So I love that the rain did not stop any of the fashion. Fashion and looks tonight.
You know, everyone looks so wonderful. They said, you know what, it's raining, but you know, I've had this dress for 2 weeks. I've had this suit for a month, and we're gonna wear it.
As they should, as they fully should. That is definitely the vibe.
So, is there anybody that you haven't seen yet that you are looking forward to seeing?
Oh, I mean, still Victoria Monet, because big fan. Also, Janelle. I want to see Janelle. I want to talk about the album. I want to talk about just the evolution that Janelle's gone through as an artist as well. And so
she's had so many evolutions on top of that. Like, I remember when she first came on the scene as an artist, and she was with Outkast, and so she had long hair. She wasn't doing the black and white anymore. And then when we kind of saw her become super popular, she was in the black and white and the worker suit. And now there's been, another evolution. So yeah, she's had many evolutions.
Oh, definitely. It's always the evolution of Janelle Monáe. We love. Back, we have Peso Pluma and Nicki Nicole. They look so amazing together. I also love the color coordination that they have going on. It's a very, very icy colors, the slight blues. Peso is rocking. It looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, fans at home who are watching this, it looks like he has some almost like Mexicano, detailing on that blazer that he's wearing in his suit. And so I just love all of Peso's looks. He's constantly, whether he's at a concert, on a red carpet, at home, posting on vacation, the looks are always there. And I love that on top of just what he's done for Música Mexicana. And this couple is truly the power couple in Latin music at the moment. fabulous. Look at this outfit. Tell us a little, what is the story behind the look tonight?
So I'm wearing custom Versace. Always wanted to work with them. I've loved all their Versace dresses that they've done in the past. So I'm happy that I have one of my own. And yeah, I just wanted something very effortless, islandy, my vibe, and just elevates it.
I love it. I love
You
it.
look beautiful.
Mhm.
I know we saw you last year. And I think it was your first time here, and we talked to you, and you were just like, you know, kind of eyes wide open. I'm so happy to be here, and what a difference a year makes. and you know, it's raining really hard right now in LA, and I think your song "Water" had a lot to do with that. What's it?
It was definitely a sign, for real.
What was it like having such a huge song like that?
I still have to remind myself that it's my song. Like, even when I hear it or when I play it, I'm like, that's my song. Like, everywhere I go, it's playing, people know it, so it's literally, I don't even know what to feel. Yeah.
And we spoke to Iris Starr earlier, and she was just talking about how this has just shifted so much for Afrobeats, and it's shifted a lot for Amapiano, just to see so many more artists being represented from the continent of Africa. And tell me, what is it like for you continuously seeing that grow? Because I know for me, seeing Latin music and that umbrella grow is really exciting. So I want to know what it's like for you.
People don't understand what African music means to me. Like, especially Amapiano, I grew up during the time of the genre developing, because it was something and then it became something else, and then now it's Amapiano. And I mean, we've been rocking to Amapiano for years in South Africa, and now that the world is, it's just such a blessing that I can be an example for other artists wanting to do the same. Yeah.
We know that like TikTok helps Water just go crazy. I'm wondering how important as an artist is like TikTok and having your music on TikTok kind of reach more people?
I mean, I know some people are hesitant with TikTok, they're not sure about it, but I'm telling you, if you are creative, if you're an artist, TikTok is probably your best source of promo right now. Like, I love making videos organically, like really I love it. Even before I started really making music, I've been a social media girl. So yeah, I've just been using it to help with what I'm doing, and I'm just happy that I'm now shifting and I'm now a Grammy winning artist from South Africa. And yeah, amazing.
Congratulations. We're so happy for all your success.
Truly. Can't wait to see the more music that you put out. Yay! Thanks, Tyla. Thank you. Oh, she's so great. I definitely have been rocking Water many times. And especially I also found Water off of TikTok. And
That's
so
what
it
I'm
truly
saying.
is.
Yeah, I think the whole world found it off of TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Doing the challenge as well. I did not try that because my dancing, as we saw earlier, is not up to par. But I'm so excited for her, and just to see that continue. And we have a big rep for South Africa here tonight. Trevor Noah, Tyla. I mean, hosting and winning. That's already amazing. And hello.
Oh my goodness! Look who it is.
You are fabulous.
You guys can come this way.
I love you. And also, congratulations, Auntie.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you. I'm a very
Halo.
proud auntie.
How has that been, that transition?
It's been amazing. Like, I'm obsessed with him. I am so proud of my sister, and I'm so proud of Daryl as well. They're really great parents, and it's just really cool to step into this time. You know?
Love it. And tell us the story behind the look tonight, because I know you always have a story behind these amazing looks.
So I just really wanted to be comfortable. I'm here tonight to support my sister. I've been really working out really hard, and I was like, okay, tonight's the night to kind of show off my little figure and be comfortable.
As you should.
Didn't let the rain stop you, huh?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Now, obviously, you know, R&B has really hit a resurgence, and it's been women-led by artists like you. What's it like to see, you know, have all of your success, your sister's success? We see SZA has the most nominations this year.
Yeah. It's really, really cool. Like Victoria Monet, SZA, Tyla, who's over there, she's gorgeous. My sister Hallie. It's just so amazing to see how they are standing in their power, and they are making the loudest noise, and people are paying attention. So I'm just happy to be witness.
That is awesome. And then lastly, are you a aunt that spoils, Or are you? Are you?
Know it. Oh, you know it. I am an aunt that spoils all the way. All the way.
All the
Gifts,
way.
everything. I got him his first golden bracelet. It has his name engraved. Right when he just popped out, and boom.
Already on his own.
Yeah.
She was ready
Yes.
with the gifts.
That
I
is
love it. I think
awesome.
I would do the same.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much,
Thank
Chloe.
you for
Thank
your
you.
Bye.
Oh, I love her. I'm so happy for them.
She's so sweet. Always sweet.
Always sweet, always great. Let me step on over here, back to our spot. Oh man, we've got great. Oh, look at who is here, Miss Heidi Klum.
Miss Heidi Klum. That's very, very
Oh
cool.
my gosh, she also always with the outfits.
I mean, if
Always
there's somebody
good.
that's gonna knock somebody dead with their fashion, it's gonna be her.
It is Heidi Klum through and through. Also mixing in different patterns throughout her dress, and it's really great to see. And I don't know if you all can hear it, but I can hear it right now. The rain is pouring.
No, it's pouring.
On
That's
the
why,
tent
yeah.
that we are in right now.
It's like Tyler really brought the water.
Grammys.
It's
Yep.
raining.
And no, literally, she passed by, did our interview, and now I'm hearing the rain
Thunderstorms,
pour.
yeah. No, it's a lot.
She is magic, fully through and through.
But thankfully, it's not gonna put a damper on this night.
No,
Not music's
not at
biggest
all.
night.
You can't put any. You cannot ruin Grammys. It is never a time. And a little bit of water never hurt anybody. You know.
Exactly. But it does feel
Definitely.
good to kind of, be safe under here and dry.
Oh yeah. I mean, I appreciate it. If
I'll
I was
take
in a
that.
coat, I wouldn't mind. But like this. Ooh, no. And I mean, tossing it once again back to fashion. Again, we're seeing mixtures
Yeah, that's
of hardware
Coil
in
Ray,
here.
yeah.
We're seeing koi.
Yeah.
Also choosing a unique look for the Grammys.
For the Grammys,
We've
yeah.
seen a lot of gowns, but she decided to do a leotard with a beautiful. I don't know what it was. It was a train behind her that she was holding on to something. And so I love seeing that once again. We're seeing the silver over here, and so.
And you
Love
kind of
it.
pointed
Love
out
a
earlier
trend.
the bronze and the gold.
Yeah.
And we are seeing like a lot of browns, golds,
We have the
bronzes.
Olympics coming up. Maybe that's what it is.
The Olympics are coming up. No, but I think it looks so pretty. Yeah, a lot of metallics. And so I think, people are really like, hey, you know what, this year, we came back last year. I think people, the fashion last year was a little muted coming out of the pandemic, but I think everybody now is like, hey, we're ready to shine. We're ready to sparkle. We're ready to go.
I'll be in sparkles next year.
I love it.
Oh, man. And then we've talked about album of the year, we've talked about song of the year, we've talked about best new artist.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about record of the year.
We haven't
though.
talked about record
And
of the
that
year.
is
You're
also
right.
an amazing category with great people on there. I'm honestly, I don't really have a choice for record of the year. Do you? Do you have someone that you're really rooting for?
I mean,
Besides
think
SZA?
I would have to say that, like, On My Mama, Victoria Monet, I think that's the one I'm really looking for.
That is a good one. Hello, how are you? I love the pink. I love the speck of pink. You said we got to match a little bit. Oh, really? Oh, man. Well, it looks great on both of you. How do you feel tonight being here at the Grammys?
Oh, first of all, we feel emotional because we were recipients of the Lifetime Achievement Award, and that just tell us, that all the years that we've been singing and giving inspirational, it's like the people really got it. It's like, well done, as the scripture says, thy good and faithful servant, and that's what we feel right now.
I mean, when you talk about the Clark sisters, legendary, we throw that word around a lot, but you all really changed a generation of music. And so I'm wondering, how does it feel when you listen to the music or you listen to a Kirk Franklin or other gospel singers, they point back to the Clark sisters and what you all did, and now you're getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, not just from it would feel good from anybody, but for the Grammys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just when you think of the greats like Kirk Franklin, he pulled us out. We felt for the tour. It was that reunion tour that we had with Tamla Man and David. It was like, we the old girls, you want us? But for him to think of us, he's like, yeah, you guys y'all started singing and going on. And that just really, we were humbled to even still be thought of and still recognized. So knowing that this gift, you know, has been a blessing down through the years, so it's a blessing.
I think that the most important part about
First, I just want people to see you dance. Yeah.
the most important thing I think about receiving it is that it was so unexpected. And that even though we do what we do, we sing for God, we try to live their life in front of the people as well as off the stage. So I think the most important thing is the nuggets that my mom kind of poured into us, and how she taught us to sing, and how she taught us to live and do what we were called to do, and that's sing. So to get the Lifetime Achievement Award was just so overwhelming, exciting for us. It really was.
That is awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, you both look fabulous. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Very sweet, very sweet. They were true legends. Did you all see what Olivia Rodrigo was wearing on the fashion camera earlier? She looked great. And look at you. You look beautiful. Hello, let me have you step right over here for me. We want to make sure our cameras can see this entire outfit and see you. Congratulations on these nominations. Tell me, how does it feel specifically with this album that was so personal and so vulnerable for you to get that recognition?
I know. This album is probably the most personal piece I made so far. I am very, very in love with the music. Very grateful to all the people involved. My producer Adam Jodorowsky, Jerry Ordonez recording the sessions. We have Mark Ribot, you know, on the guitar, like Sebastian Steinberg, Emiliano Dorantes, like great people around this. And I don't know, I'm very grateful, happy, muy feliz.
Muy feliz, ¿verdad? We saw you take home awards also at the Latin Grammys, and then now seeing switching over to these. How does that feel, knowing you got recognition within Latin music, but also on a broader scale?
Yeah, it was amazing. It's really good. I had a tie with Juanes, and for me to have that is very important, you know, and special and magic. It has a mystic because for me, creation needs to come, for me, like from female and male energies, like all together, like it's polarities, you know? And to have this tied with Juanes, for me, like, no, I'm having another winner with me. I think we are all winners since we got the piece well done, you know? But I feel happy, and I think more people might know about my music. I still have so much to learn, so much to walk in this journey of music. So it feels good and big and wonderful.
Well, thank you so much for stopping to chat with us. Muchas gracias.
Le mando amor a mi país, México, a mi gente que le amo, a todos los que nos ven. Gracias.
Thank you so much, Natalia.
Gracias.
Thank you. Gracias.
No Air was on SNL IO last night.
Oh man, I love Natalia Lafourcade. And look who is here! Doja Cat on the fashion cam.
And
She
she's
is
bringing
bringing the looks. Hello.
Hi, Miss Jordan.
Look at you!
I want to have that on.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you, love. So do you.
We should be a group. Look at us.
Oh, look at us.
And I know, because we had you on the carpet a couple of days ago, that at the time you did not have a dress. So whatever you did, you look amazing. How did you find it so?
I went to this amazing place here in LA. Actually, it's called the Show Must Go On showroom. And I walked in, and they had pulled a couple of things for me, which was amazing. And I put this on, and I was just like, that's the one.
That's the one.
We're gonna wear it because it represents kind of how I feel in the moment. Like I'm still a flower, but don't mess with me.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta be respectful. You can still be pretty and dainty, but look, you gotta respect the boundaries. All right.
There you go. As those boundaries should be there. And you know, I had to ask you because I was watching Saturday Night Live last night. I don't know if you got to catch it.
I saw the clip.
And saw Io singing.
Yes. I was just like, what is happening this week? Like, I'm just so grateful, you know, like for my music that I released, actually, that was nominated for the first time, I guess, 15 years ago now at this point, to be still a part of pop culture. People are still singing it and still performing it, and I don't know, it's just really cool to be able to have that.
mean, I don't know if I'm dating myself, but I remember when you first came out. Like, does it really feel like it's been that long, or has it just been like one quick trip?
Yeah, no, it's weird. It's almost like a Twilight Zone moment. It feels like yesterday, but it also feels like ages ago simultaneously. I don't really know how that works, but for me though, everything still feels pretty new. I still am like, I can't believe I'm on the Grammys red carpet again. Like, I can't believe I'm here and I'm talking to all these different people, seeing all, they're like my colleagues now and my peers, and I don't know, I'll never get used to it, I don't think.
Well, we're excited for you, and I love this outfit. You picked
And you
perfectly.
did good.
Yeah.
You did good.
I appreciate that.
The show really must go on.
Yes, thank you. Everything was fitting and it all worked, so I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Jordan.
I love the eye.
Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you.
Always good talking with you.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Do you want to grab black?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so so this is, black, but this is Quinn also.
Please bring her as well. We're
Quinn
live,
is
Mom. We're live.
also the first time Grammy nominee.
We're live. Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Black, how are you, sir? We're gonna get you guys on these two marks.
Here.
Right here, right there. You guys are gonna open up. Yeah.
Hi, how's it going? Congratulations on getting this nomination. How does it feel, especially knowing that this album spoke so much to just your journey through spirituality and mental health?
It feels really good. I think that sometimes healthy things are overlooked in popular culture. We kind of cling to heartbreak and turmoil and back against the wall, but this one was about growth, so it feels really good for it to be recognized.
I love this look as well. I have to throw a quick shout out. What was the inspiration behind it?
I just wanted to be, the maker and the muse. So, yeah.
That is beautiful. And as you've been touring this album, just what has that response been like from the audiences, knowing the healing that you're providing for them?
I think what I put out is what I get back. So it's a tour where people walk away from the show saying that it was the best night ever, it was the best day ever, it was the best concert ever, and that's all that you could ever hope for.
That's all you can hope for, right? Just putting on that good performance. So thank you both so much for stopping to chat with us. Thank you. Oh man, I love him and his music. He is so great. Had a little moment with my friend Danielle. Glad she got to make an appearance on the live. Oh man. This just, like I said, there's always amazing people on this carpet that you'll meet. Friends, legends, all of the above.
All of the above.
Oh man.
And look who we have. We have Mr. Wale, one of hip hop's finest. You good, man? You good? You good? How are you?
You look amazing. I love the boots.
Good. So, man, first off, you're here. I know a lot of your peers are here. Does going to the Grammys ever get old?
I don't really go that much. It's like I ain't really been there many times. I just decided I just do something different. So I don't really have a good opinion on that.
Well, we're happy to see you today, sir.
I'm glad to be here. this joint turned up, right? We've seen all type of people on the red carpet.
We've seen so many people, and one of the things people love talking about is new music, and we know you have new music out.
Ooh, allegedly. I do, or may not. I do. I do.
So tell us a little bit about it.
You gotta leave that mystique. It gotta be a thing now, man. You tell them too much, they act like they heard it already. But allegedly, somebody say I might got some new music.
The music will speak for itself.
Allegedly, it was just the publicist. The publicist was the alleged person who told us.
Can you tell us the story behind your look tonight? Because I love the details of the silver and just the jewels that you've got.
It's just a Beaumont joint with the joint. And then I got some Fendi boots to match my Oman jump. Some chill stuff. Doohickey.
You are known for your R&B collaborations, and we've seen such a resurgence in R&B this year. We look at SZA has so many nominations. We look at Victoria Monet. As somebody who loves R&B, what have you thought about this resurgence the past 2 or 3 years?
I love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing what those girls doing this year. Victoria Monet, how she been writing for other people and doing her. Me and Victoria worked together like 10 years ago. She been at it. To see her have her moment, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, why do you think R&B specifically is connecting with the audience again?
Maybe because we going through some stuff. Like, everybody probably a little bit more emotional, but we going through some things. People got heavy hearts.
That's a good point.
That's just mine.
No,
I think.
that's awesome. I think that's a great point.
Yeah, no, it's
Man, I love your music. I'm glad you stopped by. Stop by again next year. I know you don't usually come. Come by next year, man.
I'm coming to collect some trophies.
I love that. I love
We
that.
hug.
Put it out there. Good to see you, bro.
Thank you. Oh, I love him. He's
That was
hilarious.
one way. He said next year when he puts
said,
out
I will
this
be-
alleged
new music.
alleged new
I will
music.
I
Yeah.
will be here.
He's gonna come to collect some trophies. He said he's coming. So.
Oh, and there's Chloe's look again for anyone who might have missed the interview. And look who we
Oh,
have.
one of my
I gotta
favorite
ask Twin, where have you been?
You can get on your mark right there.
Sit
in the
right
black.
over here, love. You look fabulous. Tell me, what was that like, seeing, we've seen your music take off on socials outside of just the amazing career you've had. What was it like to see this song take off through the challenge?
It's always fun watching how people organically gravitate towards your music, and I feel like music should be the soundtrack of your life. So I love that the youth, from 2-year-old babies to 70-year-old church mother, it's amazing to watch the cultural impact.
And obviously, we've seen R&B. Actually, I talked to you last year. We were on Zoom, and I remember your mom was in there, and you had to tell her to be quiet because we had the interview. But we were talking.
She'll be caring when I'm on the phone. She'll be like,
"Girl, tell them I'm sorry."
Yeah.
But we've seen this resurgence. I was talking to you then, how people are gravitating to R&B, and then we look at all the nominations this year. We look at you. We look at SZA. We look at Victoria Monet. Why have people gravitated to R&B again, specifically mainstream-wise?
I think people just want something real. Like when you've been fast food, when you finally get something that has some substance, stick to your bones.